I don't know. My guy, if video, I'm touching this shit the whole time.
I know. Moi, ça go like ça marche konyo.
Yeah.
Konyo ba don't get loose. Parce que it help with the sound. Moi, me see ala la je la donne la cacher yo.
It's a habit. It's a habit. I don't know. I can help it. All right. This is Bazz Podcast. Vous allez nous tourner avec un autre émission encore.
Bazz PaleCho.
On l'a dit, je dis avec combien d'épisodes?
Je dis nous gagne 9e.
9e artiste.
9e guest.
9e guest. Nous même nous va faire une introduction nous artiste là mais quoi vous dire qui mon qui ça le fait. Why you here?
Well, moi là me vinn chill avec nous parce que me toujours show là so me juste vinn là pour capable get with it and nom c'est Yolcie Monestime ba konnen dan n'a dit c'est artiste moi ba konnen qui l'aime d'artiste but moi na communauté let's just say that when a communauté ma bat pour capable boire même je pour nous même
I know.
yes
and au fait là they doing good but you know I'm going for like sometimes now like what made you started doing that?
I don't know. I mean, really, I think I'm just gonna say I do the live mostly because it was just a thing like I'm bored. And I'm like, okay, I'm just, get onto my live and then build my audiences, because I'm toujours te qu'on a monté and just have a little talk here and there. I'd be left him to go say, you know what, let me just started being more myself in terms of, I reach a certain age, I don't care.
So that's you. So the live is you.
The live is me. A lot of
when they gonna it wasn't you.
It still was me.
Because when I'm watching the live, I'm watching I'm like,
I know, right?
I even said that to you too.
You did. No, it's not that. It's just that this was me behind the what everybody sees. Because it's what that my family sees, not what the public sees. Because
so Saki live lives what your family see or
well, yeah, what is the live is what my family see. Who I am, avèk and everything like that. But again, like I think I have to say I'm multifaceted. Parce que déjà dit ça déjà because women are multifaceted, right? Multifaceted in terms of yo di ou ka leve ou met perik rouge sa demain matin ka leve mette perik bleu and so that's the type of it all depend on my mood.
Right.
Ki j'aime senti at the moment and everything like that. But at the same time, people feel intimidated by that because sometimes I can be very serious. Qui vient faire que moun pa capable rentrer sous moi, but I have to be that way in certain things because au moun ki privé that I don't, I can joke about anything, parler de tout bagay, but m'pa kite moun capable rentrer pour yo connaît ki moun moi. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So in that same time, même si ma fait live la m'a danser, joking and everything, it's still a thing. There's still like a shield qui bloque him, qui prévente que m'pa kite moun rentrer sous moi.
Yeah, bagay pas faire no matter what.
That's it.
I remember you mad quiet, just snow, man. All of a sudden, I'm watching the live. I'm suke uda. This is not the da. Like what?
That's not true. That's not true.
What the hell is that? I'm like,
that's not true. M'vin changer lem vin rentrer in high school. But in middle school, I was elementary, I was the wild child. My mom te kon aprele, every time from the principal, being called from the school, and all that kind of stuff. Legen fête nan l'école. That's why some of my friends are like, that's the Yolcie, yo pat koné. It's because, just stop all of that kind of stuff into, mdi I reach a certain age, I have to act a certain way, and mbaka pa mette sa tout. But I was the dancing queen in middle school. Pa gon fête ki pat gen in middle school mbala.
what middle school you the
Lewenberg.
Ghetto Lewenberg.
Ghetto Lewenberg.
So let me ask you, do you think that's we're gonna give mun ki do a guy this I'll say okay. So do you think that's fake or what do you call that?
I don't think that's fake. I think that's me reserving myself. Because gen yon certain way mwen on jan avèk on moun, like they said, you know what? Chaque moun jwen on lot différent façon de ou même. Like you find a different, face for me. M capable interact avec li, même li gon lot différent interact avec li. So it all depends on terms of who I am interacting with at the moment. Exactement. It's true. It's true. If I saw it, all depends on moun I'm interacting with and the way que m'vle comport myself at certain situation. Que m'ba vle, put something out there that's going to, either ruin my reputation in terms of what I see my reputation as, because on moun kapab wè mwen ap lef ni di, or that's her reputation. But is it the perception of me that, in my head that it is?
Hey, your reputation
people be judging
is
you based on
important.
one
Very
thing.
important.
You need to keep your reputation all the way high.
You do.
People see you once, and then you do one thing. From that one thing, they be judging you from
That's
there.
it.
Like they think like they know you from that one moment. Like,
and it's not even that. In m'kadou sa too is true, because m'te nan communauté in terms of m'te kon al nan bal in clubs and stuff like that, teaching, I used to run around with, I don't know if you know him, Brunier and stuff like that. Brunier. Yeah, so the dancing, the teaching, pasada and everything like that.
I know a lot of people that are doing it. But
Exactly. He was the first that was doing it, and then that started it, and then they could not help teach as one of those people, and they could not club tout that teach people danser. Exactly. They could not monter mon danser. On va dire que ma quel va faire d'ailleurs.
Devant sous les mbare zango.
Avant nous baby loin. On va oublier pour chat là, c'est
Nous continue on ti ba nous faire dans cheval, on ti structure, ça les structure.
Moi structure, n'a pas pour nous ka faire sou.
Non.
Ça n'a pas pour nous faire là.
sans clé, c'est pas clair, pas chaud.
Non,
On dit ça tout le temps.
c'est dans l'hôpital you dit nous pas boire clé, qu'est-ce qu'on a fait choix.
Oui.
Show can so fuck that. No one shot no show.
Donc t'es obligé pour mon bagage, ouais,
No Bazz là.
Thank you. Okay.
Non, mais c'est mon qui shot yo. On obligé lever même qu'il va faire.
Excuse my feet. I'm trying to get comfortable.
So là, on te make sure faire sortir ou s'il pas bon pas prendre la
Nous
caméra.
va nous faire là, qui ça artiste là mettez.
Artiste là piate.
Qui ça artiste là mettez.
It's just the jumpsuit, my sweater.
C'est l'autre artiste du non communauté ou dans communauté ou gon gens bouiller dans communauté. Parce quelqu'un a une réputation dans communauté.
Et j'en paraît.
C'est toujours paraît.
Et j'en paraît.
Parce que quand on va pas go bagay, moi ma femme parle, me garder. Show a commencé as your show started as a what by conseil, a lot of relationship talk, and all of a sudden, I don't know, one time back when you saw that boy, you started gooey. So how do you go from giving advice? How do you do that? That's a badass transition. What about advice?
No, but Sue God in a transition now. It's still the same thing. Fessa, to get attention, I get the attention from the people. But at the end of the
two views to thousands of views.
That's it. But then, tande non. Ki sa mwen di, lem fin fè sa. M'di ko sa ke m'konnen ke out of all my life that I've done, m'konnen ke egouye akapal bring you guys under it, right? Parce que m'di ko sa ke fò fon ba tintin pou moun kapap vin suiv vous quand même.
M'tap scroll mo oui fon ti snap post.
That's it. M'di, didn't it catch your attention? M'di, it catch your attention, right? M'di, I'm glad it catch your attention. But there's a message behind of what I'm trying to say. M'di, m'kone ke sa ma fe, about the gouye and everything. M'di, m'bien konta ke it bring it. It m'a have fun. But m'di, an nou pale sérieux do. M'di, there's a lot of problem ki gen nan communauté haïtien. Kote garçon pa vle à l'hôpital, right? And then yap mouri avec prostate cancer.
Guilty.
Yap mouri, diabetes, you know, and you know, heart attack, and yap fait tension and all that kind of stuff. M'di kon sa ke, m'ba gen problem wap gade gouye, and it, you know, it catches your attention. But m'di m'bien kontan menon la pou kapab vin tande ki sa mabzoul la. M'di, you know, I love my Haitian men. Mwen men garçon haïtien mwen yo.
Have you ever dated anybody else?
Who?
You.
Besides whom?
Yeah.
One time, I think I was like 18 years old. You know, and I dated this.
You didn't know any better than
You dated this.
I dated this Italian guy. Why?
What's up, nice? You want like Italian?
O konen. No more shade. Because you know it was just an out of the blue, out of the spurt situation. Exactly. Même that way, you know, anybody, you at that age and you know you just want to date. But even then, let me realize que the outside dating, you know, people that look like me, people that is in my community is not for me.
You don't, so you would not date somebody from this community?
No, I'm saying that the type of thing in terms of, you know, qui pa haïtien, qui pa noir, et pa pou mwen liye. M'pa date anybody outside, you know, qui pa nan race mwen. Parce que mwen ke gen no, it's not a but so what though? But so what? It's not a thing of crushing my career. Ça m'reme exact préférence mwen.
You know what's funny? When I see someone bloody bagay sa, like you can say that and get away with this shit. Like you.
What? I feel insulted?
No, I'm saying you can say that.
No, but Simon Blanc, yeah.
If a white woman said that,
M'pa gen problem avèk li.
you can actually. But if someone bloody side, she can actually lose her career, whatever she got going
But
on.
so why
just by
should
saying
she?
that, am I lying?
Pour qui ça? Pour qui ça? Pour capable
people
di
just look at her
carrière li
like
parce qu'elle a dit qu'elle pas date outside race.
If a white person said I'm not dating no black
man.
people, whatever, men, women, whatever she was doing, she gonna lose that.
M'pa gen problem avèk li, c'est préférence li. But m'dil merci parce qu'elle pa vin, you know, nan parti nèg noir mwen yo, l'kite nèg noir mwen yo pour my sisters ka gen mort. En vlef ni m'di, you know, go about your way.
So
Al pon nèg blanc pou.
How profit did Monsieur Blanc réaliser ça? You was always like that.
I was always like that, but I just did it out of the spurt of the moment. And you know what? Let me say it. Let me see it. I was curious.
Okay,
no,
so
we did not.
Yeah.
I couldn't even bring myself to kiss. No, I did not. I did not. I kissed him. We dated for like a month.
And y'all didn't have sex?
No, I wasn't interested.
What were you guys doing for 30 days?
We went out. We go everywhere, and then he has a kid as well.
You never been to his house?
Yeah, I did. I went to his apartment.
You
and
never
everything.
slept over?
Nope. I was not interested.
So why would you date somebody like that for 30 days?
Because I wanted to see who he was, how I feel about him, m'pa senti li, and I'm like, yeah.
Did you like him?
I liked him at the moment. You know, at the moment, come see, you know, we just started, you know, but then the more I'm getting to know him, but the more I'm with him, m'pa kapab tep mwen to even go there with him.
So how'd you stop that?
I just stopped.
You just stopped talking to him?
Cut him off.
He never asked you to have sex with him? Or that never happened?
He did, but what's that got to do with me?
So you said no.
So how did that happen? Like how did he ask you? Like what happened? Like what happened exactly?
He started kissing me, and I'm like,
oh, you kissing a white person?
I don't think you. So that means you don't boy avec you?
Never.
Oh wow. Life. You kidding?
I never. Boy,
ou même? Vous avez fait ça?
No. Actually, no. I'm thinking about that. No.
I just say I never had anything with white women.
I don't even think I.
No, dim nou pa jam date anken moun.
I've never dated a white woman.
Jean nèg haïtien, c'est femme blanc pour capable bien nan meilleurs, puis pas sentir bien.
Nèg c'est qui sont Haïti à 30 ans. Ils folie nèg.
I never dated a white person.
Ça veut dire bah c'est nèg haïtien papa. Nèg yo si pas fait là yo gon femme blanc, gon femme de paraît non côté là gat nèg yo camper. Mais quoi c'est mon yo?
Et ça m'a dit qui va même
mais pas comprendre. Qui je fais maman? Les garçons noirs, les nan les on femme blanc, nous voyons gros moun yo.
My point is
les nèg blanc au final non femme blanc.
Belle femme qui non mêlé.
Sexy black yo.
But that's the thing because belle femme, you know, qui blanc, li pa pral prend un moun qui bas. La chercher pour brother à qui a l'argent. Pas discriminer, mais that is true. Quand on voit quand on voit une belle femme, quand on nèg qui pas on nèg noir qui pas même bagay. Because you know what? Blanc fait un bagay pour apparence. Yo fait bagay yo pour apparence.
What do you mean?
En pile jeune femme qui blanc yo, you know, jeune femme qui bagay and all that kind of stuff. Yo fait they got into situation like avec moun qui outside of their race parce que yo connaît que tête yo capable tête yo levé. Yo pas avec un moun côté qui pas gen l'argent.
I don't agree with that.
Oh.
Because parce que m'konna pile from black up dead blood in the hood like pas gan.
Yeah, but then est-ce que yo capable même mener moun sa même dans kayo même qui capable al manger chita dans kayo and everything like that. And then qui situation yo vinn la dan. And true love. When pas fin souple comme ça.
I believe you like who you like.
I agree with that. But m capable dire comme ça que il rare pour fille blanc parité avec un brother qui pas en haut.
That's not true.
But c'est les pas de femme là,
because a lot of this
kids do better.
Si n'a pas les deux et qu'on y a capable yo avec brother qui pas rien. Pas gon fille blanc qui était dans situation qui après vinn avec un monde noir avec un garçon noir côté que li pas capable mener moun sa devant famille pour tête li ou même si famille ta renier li pas care de ça. Il a dit tête li ou nèg ça a mener li on côté.
Pas quoi ça gon rapport avec couleur, plus quoi ça. Parce que même ou même tout conseiller nèg pas d'être li.
Of course.
Même mesdames ça conseiller moun pas d'être.
Yeah, of course.
Pas oublier l'omene.
But faut qu'on ait que gan pile discrimination, yo levé dans bagay ça, right? Yo levé dans problème ça que yo attendé famille yo, maman yo, papa yo, you know their aunts. All about that is about qui gens que bagay noir là. It's rarement pour capable jeune un monde blanc à parler que yo equal rights, yo pas gen ken problème avec un monde noir.
I agree with that part, but as far as the love part, I think you could people like what they like. I've had people from the hood that dated white chicks that trust me. Miss if you by none même niveau même they went and one of my homeboys was dating a white chick that went to Boston College. You know what I'm saying? She was going to Boston College and the dude had nothing going on.
And what happened?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
You see avec monsieur?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, then,
they were dating.
But it happened.
Rare.
Let me tell you, même ça, monsieur, se dit là, on fait ma pont, la expect pour level up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, if you leveled up, they probably could still be together right now.
Maybe. For gon barre un côté que wap wale.
But from crime on la web potential na ou pa we na ou do.
That's true.
I'm get up. In my mind, I'm thinking he in the hood, just hanging there, chilling, whatever. He's a hood man.
That's true.
But from the graduate, I see a lot of potential.
That's true. Gan pile fille avec un pile monde, gan pile garçon, parce que yo a potential of where he could be.
Yeah.
Of where he should be.
They come in your life and they trying to change that.
That's true. That's true. And si ou ba rete la dan, walk away. They walk away.
Right.
But nou pa kapab di kon sa ke ap wal rete la avec brother ala ap drag themselves with that. Fi sa même.
With color.
Gan pile.
I don't think he has anything
There's a breaking
to do with
point.
race. That's a breaking point.
Pile.
But there's a breaking point though.
There is a breaking point. That's true. Gan pile nan yo ki rete, and then gan pile nan yo ki leave as well.
I think certain people just got stuck.
Got
Situations, life situations.
That's true.
Kids.
That.
But marriage got involved.
That's
you know what
true.
I'm saying?
That's true.
Apple film realities my bum. Like yeah,
you already got married, so you already said you want to be with the person forever.
So it's just life situations happen. So they just got they got stuck.
It's true. It's true. But in terms of me dating, de yo côté race moi
outside your race
haïtien qui pas même haïtien avec moi pas capable de conversation c'est celle anglais m'a parler non pas capable joke that my point exactly yeah pas capable parler you pas get into that kind of sense qui côté m'a sorti and even if you try to explain it you're still pas capable where qui struggle ou gagner unless you konya yo vin make that commitment pour you capable where qui côté wap sorti.
Facts.
You know,
so that's the.
But were you born here?
No, I was born in Haiti. Yeah. I was like what, 10, 11?
Damn, you thinking like that?
Yeah. Why?
Parce que timon qui vient ici, like I said, under 12, they so Americanized. They don't think the way you think.
No, I mean
they like yeah, like I'm American. Of course, I'm American. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they don't see the problem. They don't really like you about try because I don't think you gon problem. I don't think problem ou gen problem pou parler anglais avec. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot because of course in Anglo, but I think it's more that I actually like that.
No, I mean I've all my family, you know, besides my brothers and sisters are in Haiti. So nous still gen connexion avec you in terms of that. And as a child growing up, nous toujours te, you know, see further than where I'm at.
Yeah.
So qui vient fait que, you know, I mature at a very early age. Et ça fait m'dou kon sa que les mwen soti nan middle school, it kind of like a flip switch. Que, you know, I get out of that child mentality en plef ni m'di, it's a new situation. Que de kon ap déraché a fait, you know, des arriba m'de kon ap fait, it's no longer that type of thing. I have to come up into a different mentality.
Right.
Que même si que, you know, m'de kon ap gouye, do all of that kind of stuff. In my family, even le ap gade live la to you and all that kind of stuff. They don't have a problem. Why? Because you konen ki moun mwen ye.
I mean,
So, maman kon nan ba live la?
Sometimes, yeah, I introduced her sometime under the live. You never seen that? Yeah, I introduced her under the live. Yeah, toujours dit que, you know, my mom sometimes want to be in there. My grandmother sometimes want to be
her
in
life
there.
is not about the dancing though. She's
Exactly.
not dancing all the time.
Exactly.
I've seen it once.
That's my point
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
So,
Les mami pull up ou stop danser.
no, oh, boy, don't say m'a danse avec lui-même.
Because the thing about her shit, it's actually going up. You know what I'm saying? He grows up. Like she went from not having views to having views. She went from that people not saying anything to a lot of
People
comments.
coming.
She
And
went
that's how it
from
is. You gotta keep going, man.
people ain't saying shit to dude trying to holler. I seen dude trying to
All the time.
all the time. So
All the time.
it's
I'm
different.
by inbox mwen, it's too much.
Inbox
Mba
la
men,
full.
inbox la full, pa gon jou ke, I'm not even, you know, try to brag. Pa gon jou ke m'pa leve, I don't have a miss called from Facebook.
I believe you.
And it's a problem because
what I don't get,
it's now getting into my personal life with my boyfriend. It's creating this problem and he's kind of like, he's not saying anything, but then he looks at the phone and he's like, you know,
Mais artiste monsieur. La madame moi artiste pas comprendre. Ani ma artiste va faire jaloux. L'autre ma artiste va faire. Je prends comme goodie.
he's not the jealous type. But let kill the phone
He had
never
enough.
stop ringing.
You say I had enough?
Yeah, téléphone n'a pas jamais stop ringing. It becomes a problem. Like, what the hell? Son business we gain?
You know
Les
why.
gars sous après l'eau.
You know why I say why la marché pour comme like yo, she went from on live then she disappeared. And now it's like every day I'm in the car, I'm live. The other day he was live somewhere with a bunch of other people.
That's true.
I'm like,
That's true.
buy you up my shit.
Moun nan reme attention à tout. So, but for me, I don't want to know about.
You know,
The intention's like,
but-
No.
You know Curry's wife, right? Stephen Curry. Lidon bagay, li pa feel like li get enough attention from other.
She doesn't want those kind of attention.
Why would you want like attention outside of like your marriage? If your man's giving you attention, why you want it
No,
outside?
But she was being real though.
But
People act like women don't like that. Don't you guys like that? Attention from other men?
you like it to a certain extent. You like it to a certain
But it's
extent.
still attention?
It's still attention. You like it because you're like, okay, I still got it. But in terms of l'el commencer que it's becoming too much, you're like, okay, these are not the kind of attention I'm looking for. So now it's affecting my life.
But how
And
do you
it's
block
affecting
that?
and that's my point exactly. How do you keep that out there? Kote que your phone is not buzzing all the time.
Stop doing life.
Ou pas de-
They will superstar gaga.
Yo, but what you?
I mean, we can first delete
No, you have a manager.
Messenger, you
You
can
have
do
a
that.
manager. That's why
you
you
don't
have
have
a
to connect to
manager
Facebook, though.
that's taking care of that it is not
Yeah.
on your personal thing.
Yeah.
Que sou rentre en bas live là, it's not gonna affect your phone number, you know?
Right.
So that phone number qui avec Facebook là, it's not yours. So that veut dire capable shut that phone
know.
down and
what you
nothing
gotta
else is gonna, that's what you're gonna have to do.
Right.
So sou pas vle ça affect your relationship. And I did say that.
You got. It depends on
Yo.
who you dating to.
That's true.
You know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
very
Some people
true.
understand that. Like, yo, dog, This is me. You
I mean, that's
dating.
something.
You're not dating any regular girls.
That's what I tell everybody. Yan pil moun ki vini an ba inbox when they like, oh, you know, you disrespecting your boyfriend, you know, how your man, you know, you're not, you disrespecting your. That's what I said. I'm like, and then I have to go ahead and ask my, you know, my boyfriend. I'm like, hey, babe, what do you think of this?
Okay,
and he's like, what the hell are you talking about?
I can understand why people saying that, because the couple times that I've watched, I feel like you come off like I run this shit.
That's the thing. And then
I'm the man. I'm this. I'm that. If my men don't do this, I'm not doing that.
But that's the perception though you get from it. But what is the message that I'm saying behind it?
If you're saying that's what it is,
it's not what it is.
But you're saying that.
I'm saying.
But it's not what it is, though.
One time she was like,
what was I saying, though?
I forgot. I was trying to get her to remind me what she was saying that time. You were saying about something. Oh, if I cook, he has to do this. If he doesn't do it, that's a problem. You remember to go say to my man.
But anu pale do. Yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Anu pale. Ma fè manger. The relationship is 100% from both sides. Ap toujou gen problem kote ke gen yon kap bali 80% an pi le fini gen yon kap bali 100%. Pa jam gen 100% vraiment free. But si ma bal 100% mwen an pi le fini kapap bay 80% wan, bal 80% wan a 100%. Ou kompren sa mple djou la? Pa bay 80% wan in terms of, you know, wap ralenti de ou, an pi le fini wap bal 20%. Tandis que c'est 80% ou kapab push up, right?
So, s'il bo 40%,
M'pa gen problem ap ramase 20% la pou m'kapab mette nan pam nan to make it like a 200% type of thing.
That's a problem. You don't see the problem?
Ki problem ki gen nan sa?
Problem kom so ap di, this is what you want.
Why not? Why shouldn't I say what I want? And that's the problem ki genye is because of that society vin mette ke fia pa dwe demand what she wants. You demand what you want.
I don't.
Mon cher, s'il te plaît, if si menaj you want pa bo what you demand ou pa avec li.
She knows what I want.
My point exactly, it's a demand. That it's a demand you put in. Si m'ba gen sa, it's not gonna work. Toute relation. But the society even mette que fia doesn't need to be demanding. Si la demand what she wants in the relationship, it comes even like, oh, I'm the man. That's not what I'm saying. I'm very submissive when in my relationship. I understand my man is my man and that m'pa derespecte li in certain stuff. Si li avec moi, we're together. Si gen moun ki ap vin derespecte li, avec moi vin derespecte because I'm not gonna accept that from nobody to disrespect my man. But at the same time, m'besoin pou back me up at the same time. And that's what women are asking. Back me up 100%. The 80% you can give me that 80% at all time. But si m'ka fè manje, m'ba gen problem ap lave kay la, I'm taking care of you, taking care of the kids, taking care of everything. Mon cher, ki sa m'demande pou kapab, hey, lave ti veso a? Ki problem ki gen nan sa?
Si m'ba sou lave veso, I'm beaucoup près.
M'ba gen problem ou ba? See, now you're making it that I have to pick up more than I have to do. Why? And then who still expect pou m'kabab bo love? Who still expect pou m'kabab be the women, pou m'kabab do everything? But m'pa kapab sa if you ain't giving me the room pou m'kabab grandi pou ou même. Ou kompren?
I agree.
Give me the room pou m'kabab grandi, pou m'kabab la pou ou, and I'll be there. Parce que fia ap la pou l'kapab sacrifier herself to be for her man. But bal cham nan pou l'kapab agrandi to sacrifice herself for you. Because you her king. And si fia deside la vek ou, I do I'm with you, she's with you. You drag her through the mud, she's with you. Ou met digi defi sa ke n'importe kote. She's with you. Parce que pa gen moun ki kapab mette nan tête li that you ain't the man for her. That you ain't her king.
I'm
just saying. To see ma demande, I'm saying, you know, I'm this, I'm that. Et parce que m'konnen que I can provide it for him. That I can put myself ke m'ka mette tête mwen ba pou l'el besoin wo. Because I want him to be devant tout moun. You can't tell me nothing about who he is because m'konnen ke ki bol ap pral avek mwen. And I'm saying that because m'konnen ke he's behind my back and pushing me to say that. Vous comprenez? See? I don't want to shoot.
Preach.
What she's saying is like, if you
Masha, no, this is not boy Miko. You didn't want to take the mic.
No,
You would have been real. You would have sound real clear. Now look at you.
Now I'm gonna have like to edit. I'm back out the door.
Get the point across.
Hurry up, we got 30 seconds.
she's trying to say, like, if you're gonna give 80%, then you're gonna have to give the 80% with your full heart. The whole
That's
80%.
it. That's
You can't
it.
give 80% and you only giving 20, and then I'm over here defending you, and then I look crazy.
That's it.
Well, what does that have to do with cleaning the dishes?
Cleaning the dishes is your 80%.
Oh,
It's your 80. It's your 80%.
I get what you're saying.
It's your
But
80%.
when you're actually talking to the people, you're telling them that. You know what I'm saying? Because you said somebody said you was trying to put your man down.
Yeah, somebody was
But
trying to say.
if you were saying that to the people, it's like you telling this is what he has to do. Or if you don't do that,
no,
it's
but
a wrap.
they explain it though.
Because like just because
You know what I'm saying? Like
But
you
they
telling him,
explain it though. They explique que you know what, pas gen problem ou kite vaisseau à la, you know, or any other time. You do it with, but what does that take out of you though?
nothing.
My point exactly.
But I'm saying,
Pou ki sa
as a
m'oblige
man-
pala avek ou, but m'tap di sa do.
Like,
You e men ou ye, e gason ye, m'pa dwe pala avek ou tan kon ti moun. Because ou m'avek ou.
shouldn't.
But that's
Exactement.
not what you said. You said, e bata kou pa de pale te konti Simono, you made it seem like, yo, si mdou sa once, mba suppose do sa twice.
Why should I? M'dou sa. M'di, you a man. Why should I have to talk to you tan kon ti moun?
Because I'm a man. You shouldn't talk to me any type of way.
M'pa dwe pala avek ou tan kon ti moun do.
Well,
Pou ki sa
you
m'bezwen
should
dou, pou ki sa m'bezwen dou sa pou fe bagay la deux fois.
I feel
Then
like
that
now-
means on ti moun
I
ou
feel
ye
like
mon
now-
chè.
now
Ma
it be-
chi tap remind ou tan kon ti
I
moun.
feel
Why
like
should
now
I?
it becomes a job. I hate jobs in relationship.
But
This
pou ki-
is my job.
Well, m'abdou sa.
I hate that.
But m'abdou
Don't
sa.
tell me this is
Pou
my
Okay.
job.
ki sa pou m'kapab
It's
remind
flows,
you
it's
of it all the time though.
Then it becomes my job. I don't like that.
Si map shi tap remind you of it all the time, then si ou gen problem avek, paske map remind you of it all the time. And you think of it as a job. And that's where I'm coming from. M'pa dwe dou sa pou kapab pense ke it's a
You
job.
shouldn't, but like, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, like sometimes like things just flow. Well, we
Yeah.
in the kitchen, we vibing, music
Yes.
playing. While you're like, I'm washing the dishes, like
Yeah.
without you even telling
That's
me.
it.
But like, once you keep telling me in my head, I'm like, you
E
trying
sa
to dictate me.
m'dou,
Yeah.
m'pa
Like,
vle
you know
di
what I'm saying?
sa.
Like, just you guys. That's
M'pa vle fe sa.
If
I don't
we-
wanna do that.
Like, if it's a vibe, you will not have to. Get back, cafe na kala. I'm gonna even la more la no vibe. Like, oh, saba, fix it. No?
But do we
I'ma-
vibe all
I'ma
the
have to
time
fix
though?
it. No, we do, but like,
Do we vibe all the
but
time?
like, no, so
We're vibing right now. nigga. Clean the dishes.
nah, that's when I'm not doing it.
Alright,
Nah,
bro.
that's the when I'm not
That's
doing
me,
it.
boy. If you tell me to do that shit, I'm not doing it.
Nah, that's
bro.
when I'm not doing
We
it.
ain't vibing all the
Stay
time.
vibing mode right now.
She be like, oh, we're vibing. Oh, clean it. This is
No.
like you talking to your kids. Nigga. Like, you know
It's
what
like
I'm
if we-
saying? Like,
M'kompren sa la di ya.
That day, you did come out as like
I'm the man.
not even just a man.
Like, you gotta,
It's like-
if you don't do this,
you've been put the one up
Yeah.
selfish like kind of.
M'kompren.
The first day woman did lali, the second, third, fourth, fifth day, and then I was so
I said I go ahead because I got so mad, and I was so mad about it because m'kite yo decide kite, you know, the dishes on the thing, and then now m'oblige, moi même ki oblige lave vaisseau yo. Après getting off work, I'm tired and everything. M'leve m'decide, I started washing them, and then I'm crasé yo.
see, she didn't get to that point.
If you had went to him and be like, oh babe, I asked you to clean the dishes for me, you forgot, like, would that be an issue?
M'di sa. I said that multiple times. And li still kite li la. It's like, and
Sometimes they need that motivation, they need that push. You know, they're men. We know that.
Of course I know that.
It's not about being a baby. We just know, like, I feel like in a relationship, you gotta know how to deal with your partner.
Of course,
You know?
and I learned how to do that.
If you're the type of guy that needs reminders, then hey, that's what it's
Of
gonna
Sizzy,
be.
what's that?
You know?
But then it becomes a chore for them, though. It becomes a nagging thing for
Or
them,
you
though.
can push them by saying, "You want me to help you, babe? I'll help you." But really, you know, you gotta use that little kid.
But kisa vin apren. What I learned, the biggest thing I learned from this thing is I have to let things go. Not everything I'll be able to control it. So my biggest pet peeve is dirty dishes and dirty kitchen, dirty bathroom and everything like that. But I had to get into that mindset pour me dire comme ça que m'a vivre avec un monde non kay. It's not only me qui a vivre nan kay la.
So you couldn't leave with people?
Huh?
You couldn't leave with people?
My biggest pet peeve m'dou say dirty dishes,
I know.
dirty house and everything. M'pa capable take all of that. Your room could be dirty. Everywhere could be dirty, but kote nap itilize ad, which is the most important thing, the kitchen and
You think the
everything
kitchen
in
is
the
the most important thing ever?
bathroom, the kitchen in your bathroom, your kitchen in the bathroom, get problem avec ça.
Ask the men,
What is the most important thing to you?
wherever the TV at. This is where I'm at.
It's on the kitchen.
I gotta go to my kitchen, man.
Because when someone goes to your house,
That's it.
For you.
Avec l'eau, yeah. Ma bral bon un cup dirty cup avec l'eau.
I don't know. Because
L'eau l'ouvri frigidaire là. Ouais, frigidaire so dirty. Est-ce qu'on va le manger?
Pas ouvert the frigidaire. So I don't know.
Non,
Yo.
la moun nan l'ouvri frigidaire, plef nou gade, wap jam manger. On dit non, m'ba vle manger, l'on m'ba grand goût.
You said that's when you spend most of your time.
That's when you spend most, that's when we spend most of our time.
In the kitchen?
You spend most of
We
your time in the
spend
kitchen.
most of our time
in the kitchen.
eating. We spend most of our time eating
don't
and
think
in the
in the kitchen.
bathroom.
I don't
Majority of our
But
time is
if you
spent
have a dining
eating
room, you
and
eat in the
using the
kitchen.
bathroom.
Not me. I spend my time in my living room.
Nothing about to shower when I get out.
You spend most of your time eating and using the restroom.
That's not true.
That's not true.
There's a study about it.
I don't think it's about where you spend your time. I think about what she said. If you go somewhere, the person's kitchen looks dirty, you're not eating from them.
You're not.
I know what you're saying, but like,
You're like literally touching these things like kung si ba like
It's
bagay.
not about where you spend your time. It's about when people come to your space, what they're gonna like, what they perceive.
Tout kay la ka dirty. But depi kitchen na avec bathroom na there ou di like okay, mwen ki personalite moun sa.
So you don't care if the living room's dirty?
I don't care. You living in it. It's a living house. Mba gen problem ke gen tout bagay la, you know. But kote, and then I had to put that into my mindset. Mdi, he's his own person, and I'm my own person. So gen seri de bagay ke mdwe understand about his personality, and I'm gonna have to accept it. So pou m kapab konen ke this is how the relationship is for us to be, you know, to be able to be better, to live and cohabitate. Parce que quand pile moun ki pa konnen sa ke lor rentre non relation, you are cohabitating with each other. You still your own person, and I'm still my own person. Ou still gen prop personalite, ou m gen prop personalite mwen. But nou vin deside pou nou ansam to live together. Gen seri de mess ou genye, m pap dako avek yo. Gen seri de mess m genye, ou pap dako avek yo either. But nou
when I didn't say yes, more.
I'm like,
No, the worst thing people think about me is that
Okay.
you know, I'm not a controlling person.
I think you are.
I'm tellement laid
you might
back.
not know that.
I'm tellement laid back in the relationship that people are like, what the hell? They're like, you know, my boyfriend is a photographer, and then he was showing my stepbrother, you know, some of the picture that he took, racy pictures and girls and everything like that.
Models naked
And then
and
yeah,
everything.
exactly. And then he's like, Yolcie accepted you to do that? Like, has she ever seen your picture? He's like,
that's
yeah,
weird.
I send it to her all the time. And they're like, what? She allow you to be, you know, to do all of these things? He's like, yeah, what's the problem with it? He's like,
She's
she doesn't
working.
have anything. I'm like, I'm a laid back person. The one thing made o moun ki pou, the two things made no relasyon.
Troisième. Three things.
Let me have a phone now. For me, say watch this.
Commitment. And then pa kite yon moun vin sou do pied m pou ki kapab mande m kisyon.
Yeah, swap cheat bien. Pas quitter.
Non, pas vin, because si m pa fè un bagay pa fèm li, parce que m ka jwe game nan pi bien passé.
Of course, e boy nou game
So,
nan.
exactly, my point exactly. So, m fè respect mwen pou m pa jwe jouet la. So, fè respect ou pou pa kite on fi vin marcher devant mwen pou l kapab di m, oh, you know, oh, I slept with your man, or, you know, oh, ki sa wa fè la, why are you leaving me like that? Then, ou fè tout cheve nan tèt mwen monte. M'pap gen anken ni men pala avek ou men, m'jus pon ti toket mwen.
Yeah, that's not true.
Dead ass serious. My first relationship was like that. My first ever relationship. Mba gen ken problem. You know, mba gen ken problem. You know, mkonem te gen mes mwen. The person I am now in relationship is not the person I was in when I was in my first relationship. E sa fe ke m toujou lem fe live mwen, yo m toujou ap di kon sa ke, you know, I think my first ex. Because i montre m ke, you know, there are certain, exactement. Right. Certain things ou pa kapab fe, you know, and things like that. And you have to be laid back and then kite moun nan open space to grow. Right. And I understand private space that, you know, I control everything. So I had to let go of that brain. Exactly. It wasn't gonna work because we were clashing. We were clashing. He was a young man with, you know, full-blooded. And I was a young woman who wasn't out there yet. I started dating in my 20s.
You're lying. You said
I'm dead ass
when
serious.
18 years old.
I dated him, but mba jam do anything.
So
but my first ever boyfriend, you know, experience.
Ou fè division to a 20 ans?
À 21 ans.
Ou fè division to a 20 ans?
That, yes.
How old are you now?
I am 33. I just become 33.
So gen 12 ans te wap fè sex?
Yes.
Ou fè sex ou la pa?
Muna get 33, muna po kaya half na lang sila pese.
So to go back to uti ko sa pese de bagay, uti
commitment. Be committed. If you were in the relationship, committed.
Definitely commitment.
Commitment is si wap, you know, si ou nan relasyon pa fem kestyone tet mwen. Don't make me question about myself, about your intention, about sa wa fe de yo a. Paske, you know, in terms of being very, you know, sim soti de yo a, ample fino soti, and then, you know what, well de yo a, mbakapap sali. Sim sali ou, it's kind of like we having a secret relationship.
What do you mean?
You know, I remember my first, map toujou di experience from him. Mso je ke le mwen te kon soti and everything like that, and do you know, I was used to teach dancing. Mte na, you know, what's that club ki Haitien ki na downtown na men? Guilt. Epi msoti, you know, I was teaching dancing in there as well. Anpi le fini, my ex came and stuff like that. Li avek zami li yo. Then, pendant li vini, anpi le fini mte nan club la tou, le club la, we started at 7 pou nou montre moun yo, and then by 11 the club started. And stuff like that. Mweli anda, and then, like, you know, because I know he was coming. Mashin, and I'm like going to say hi to him. And then he's like pulling back, hugging me, like, you know, like I was, you know, oh, exactement, like I was his friend. M'oblige di m'pa kompran. Exactement. And then le model, he's like, oh no, ou marche sou mwen tan kwe yon gendarme, and all my point exactly. And I was like, but I'm just so excited to see you. And I'm just so excited. Of course he konem la. Of course, he konem la. My point is, sa mande li, i di op mache sou mwen tan kou an gendarme ki a vin arete yon moun. I'm like, ma koupon.
Si mwen tre nan klub la bat konon la.
Exactly.
Te do a basali ou tou.
What?
Bon bat konon la. Ou pa suppose nan klub la, ni pa lik bis bon. Nan klub bon. Mon an pou gambal sali ou.
Même l'église si bat konon an vata plateau e problem ni av.
Mwen te l'église a moun la mdoune. Deja pa nou vila deja.
That's what I said. I told him the same thing too. I'm like, you were young. I understand what it was, you know, what it was. So, mdimba gen problem avec ça, but that's where the commitment come from. Like, who are you with and what are you trying to do? Pa dim ke ou sérieux, you want a girlfriend, and puis le fini ke se jou wap jwe. Because lem vin konen sa, I mette nan tête mwen ke you ain't like, you know, excuse my friend, you ain't shit. And mbapal ba ou tout mwen même And puis les fini ou même moi ban moi moitié about who
So
it
what
is.
do you do when you find out? You find out he's not committed to you. He's just not the one.
Just I stopped putting myself out there.
What if you loved him?
I did love him.
So you still left?
I still left. But c'est pas ça que vient faire non parce que we
please,
break
la
up. We break up and make up. Break up. Exactement. We break up and make up. And then living touye l'amour pour moi. And ou l'el touye l'amour pour moi, you know, m'rele li m'dil kon sa que this is the last time we will ever be together.
And you told him that.
I told him that.
And that was actually the last time you talked to him.
That was the last time when parle avec li en ken bagay de anything like that.
And it was done after that.
It was done. It was done. Because ça vin fait qui vin bagay la, because we went to, it was his birthday. We went to a club, n'allé non bal, and puis les fini qui s'est passé, we're dancing. I was looking fly, ou konen ki ou de yo, fet nanaj yo, ou look fly de yo, and all that kind of stuff. Ou de yo. And then, next thing you know, m'a dansé avec monsieur. Qui ça m'boué même? Oh, moun de, oh, fille qui paraît sous nous pendant, dans notre floor, oui. Intel, what ignoré moi? Avec tout drink. Avec tout drink, mademoiselle, non, Melly. I was dressing all white, white tights, you know, white shirt, blue, blue heels and everything like that, looking all good. I be monsieur, you know, what? And I stopped.
Hey, were you the wifey?
Of course.
How you know that?
Pas sauter wifey.
I'm the wifey.
Get up, move.
Monsieur fait un pile bagay que m'te capable quitter li nan relation, but m'pas fait ça.
So what happened that night? Tell me the story. What happened that night?
Police manque arrêter nous toutes. We almost at my point exactly.
So you got
Manque
into a
fait
fight, like a fist
accident.
fight.
Manque fait accident sur highway là.
So you didn't get into a face fight with the girl?
Oh, petite, m'vire m'gade li m'mande mamzelle question. M'di, could you repeat what you just said again? It's go sa ke, he invited me to this thing and then all that kind of stuff and he's been ignoring me until the whole night. M'vire.
So hold on.
M'vire.
Si invite femme nan, elle gen pou venir.
M'vire encore, petite.
Il got balls.
Oh, you got balls. Oh, pas ça.
No papi mal passer ça non.
Pas se démarrer.
Ou pense qu'elle got balls? Ou pense qu'elle got balls? Bon palo the night before. Bon palo the night before. Et pas bon say add up. Bon do say add up the night before. La le travail. Mais ça qui vient pire là même encore. That's what broke the camel's back. The night before, right? And puis les fini. I've been asking him for months. Qui ça va faire pour birthday? You know I want to do something. What are you gonna? On va faire. What are you gonna do for your birthday? Oh, I don't care for my birthday. Qui ça va faire? Same thing. Ou konen
But that's me, though.
Monsieur, tande non va. Ou nou va tande. Monsieur, you know what he did? He got off work. Ma pre leli. M'konnen ki lel got off work. Ma pre leli, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Monsieur pa pick up. Rele monsieur pa pick up. Rele monsieur pa pick up. Même conduit. Leave my house. I went to park in front of his house. Pour m'rele, sonne belli. Monsieur, he wasn't there. Monsieur vin rele mwen bozon minuit 1h yo. What's up? Actually, texte mwen. Till this day, m'dou ki mom rayi in the dictionary. What's up? Monsieur vin texte mwen. Li di what's up? Yes. What's up? Say let's me find out. Yeah. Like nothing. After 20 calls, missed calls, text message, what's up? Mzi, what's up? Mba kompren. What's going on?
Supposed to be at work.
After work.
He might have had a busy day. You know?
Oh, bitik, walo ki sak pase? Monsieur, ex li soti Canada, li took him out to dinner. And then monsieur... Monsieur di mko sake, that was his friend. That his friend or one of his girlfriends decided to take him out. She was out of my point exactly. So why couldn't you pick up the phone?
If that
was your friend, why couldn't you pick up the phone?
The friend is so.
I left him. You know what? I don't want to talk about this right now. Because si it's at night and m'lakay grand moun yo. M'di m'kono bagay m'pa pala avec ou tonight. Non, m'di kon sa ke parce que si m'ta pala avec ou la, m'di ap gen gros bagay discussion. M'di ma pral dormi because I don't want to have this conversation with you. M'di parce que si m'converse it's your birthday, I don't want to ruin. M'di but si m'gain, m'di exactement. M'di we will be talking about this after. Nan demain matin et bal là. Il évite l'autre femme encore. Et pas une seule femme évite dans bal là, non? Gen multiple femmes qui dans bal là.
Même moun sal talentine ali dans bal là.
On l'autre.
On l'a fait mon
Nous dans bal là, n'a danser dans danse floor encore petit a vini la fille a vini demander une question. So m'vire ba monsieur, m'vire m'di oh c'est comme ça lié. M'di not only was it last night, m'di but it's a continuation. M'di it's a continuation. M'di so ou vini pour moi même qu'on y a là. M'di this is what it is. This is what we're having. Oh yeah, m'vire. Let me vin voye bagay la.
Talking to him, you was telling him.
Let me vire. Let me tande bagay la, drink fly on me, m'vire. Stop dancing avec Nissi puis m'vire. Moi ça passe dans mind when la m'di ko sa ke. Many things happen to your mind. M'di m'te capable retirer soulier moi dans pied moi, m'racher dans mamzelle avec soulier. Et ça même. But m'pense, m'di, you know what? She ain't with me. She ain't with me. She doesn't owe me any loyalty. I'm left m'di, can you repeat what you just said again? She repeated. M'di, okay, thank you. Puis mamzelle campé là, puis m'vire ba misi. M'di, so you heard what she said? M'di, is what she said the truth? Oh, you know, I talked to her, you know, my friend and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, he was with her too. M'te connais que he was with her. M'di so some I know her before. So no. That was one of his ex. M'di so not only you invited your ex here. M'di supposedly your friend. M'di but then you have another person in Canada. M'di so this is what you're trying to put me through. You're trying to embarrass me in this situation. M'dou kono bagay, you gonna deal with this situation moi-même. M'pa pral perdre bal moi, l'argent m'fin dépenser là dans là. M'di moi-même m'a prêté là pour m'capable enjoy bal là. M'di you go ahead and deal with that. M'ple fini step away from him. Puis m'bagay. A lot of my friends was there. Pile moun ki nan communauté a konnen moi ap watch the situation nan bal là piti. And nous capable. My point exactly. En pile moun yo ki zami moi, you know, come and surrounded me, danser back pio danser avec moi, you know, y ap di oh pour ki bay, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Bal fini. And everything, my bat pou leave, me say a bat pou bagay, me di get out of my face. Me di sou ki te m continue parler là, it's not gonna be the me you know. Me di paske map stel ma flank kon kalot, me di that ain't who I am, m pa pral besse figi mwen pou ou la. He's trying to hold my car and stuff like that. The police got involved. And she, oh no, we come separate cars, tout bagay li bitit. Depi na prale no event, monsieur, c'est separate cars. My point exactly. Depuis nous après l'on côté, it's always separate cars with him. And then they less do you know what? This is it.
She was too young, man.
I was too young, yeah. And then m'di kon sa kon bagay m'rele misye m'di kon bagay this is it. M'di kon sa
that was it.
M'di I finally had enough. And then they lemte de nan demain matin, m'tande ke comment dire monsieur à qui dans radio télévision comment King Bobo.
Ah oui, King Bobo met on.
King Bobo dem Bobo te nan bagay la tout. The next day King Bobo was like, "Hello, you're well, you're King Bill." A vili sa nan radio.
Oh oui, King Bobo dem font devant King Bobo ba raison kon.
La blague. And then I was like, you know, get upset, and then he's talking to me and all that kind of stuff. And puis left him du kono bagay. This is it.
That was it.
M'di que ba gen aucun problème. You know, you're doing your ish out there. You've been doing a lot. M'di, you know, but I decided to be with you and I was with you. M'di, but ou krasé l'amour pour moi. M'di ka konnen l'amour retirer l'amour nan. M'di ko sa m'pa I don't hate you. M'di m'pa rayo. M'pa ran bagay from you. I just feel
disgusting.
Lale. M'di, you just kill it.
Après tout bagay.
Après tout bagay. In his mind, he's like, oh, I was your first everything. Oh, baka kitem ko sa. You know, it's a love that. M'di, but le fia du ase, li ase. We talk. We talk. He told me he has a child now with whom? The ex from Canada.
Now you're gonna say.
And then, you know, we're talking and everything like that. I'm like, you know, I don't have a problem with you. I wish you all the best. Chaque time parle avec lui, I talk about advice with him. And depuis parle avec live, you know, I will always thank you because you teach me about myself. I think I spent, you know, I was like 20, it was like 26 when we finally, you know, 20, yeah. So, break up and make up, break up and make up, break up and make up. 6 years. Lived together for 7 years.
So you never had a whole stage?
Oh yeah. That entire time, you know, was it 6 years or four or 5 years?
You said you was with him for 6 years. So that's 26, you're 33. So when was the whole stage?
I had my whole stage before my boyfriend.
What boyfriend?
Before my boyfriend now.
So 1 year?
There was 2 years I was without a boyfriend.
How was it? You had fun?
I had fun. But I'm not the type of person, you know, qui hop into anything like that. It takes me time pour capable avec un monde. It takes me time to even get into sexual relationship with somebody. You know? Parce que
what was the whole stage?
Hold
on. So what's the like?
Have you ever cheated?
Never. I don't have time for it.
You never cheated?
I never cheated in a relationship.
You only had 2 boyfriends, right?
That's it.
So you never cheated?
Never cheated.
Thought of it?
No. Pour qui ça pour capable cheat?
Pour
qui ça pour capable cheat though?
Ou pas j'aime texte dans le relationship?
Hein?
Ou pas j'aime texte dans le blood?
Text li pour qui ça?
Why you in a relationship?
Pour text li de qui ça?
I mean, you mean
talking to somebody. Like, I don't know, just talking, trying to get to know somebody. Why are you in a relationship?
Why would I? Sim text there would just, hi, how are you? Oh, that's fine. And everything like that.
So you just shut them down right away after this?
You could talk, but I'm still going to tell you I'm not interested. I have a man.
You know what Meek Mill said? Si on fait...
Actually, I've been in, this is my 3rd relationship. I have to say that. This is my 3rd relationship. I'm still friends with one of them because I don't have a hate in my heart for them. If I've been with you, it's because they get feelings for you. And si m'pa avec ou encore, m'ka parle avec ou encore because the feeling is no longer there. Pas gon bagay, yeah, exactement. Pas gon bagay qui capable faire avec ou encore. Once we broke up, m'dou mwen fini.
They not friends.
Et l'éternel.
Talk. That's different.
Yeah, et l'éternel qui t'a besoin sorti sous la terre qui t'a venu dans changer no bad blood. Yeah. Pas gen l'éternel qui t'a sorti sous la terre qui t'a dit oh Yolcie, qu'elle a changé pour monsieur.
Never. Never. I believe it too. At 100%.
And that's what I said. Once I'm committed to somebody, I'm committed to you. Pas gon nèg qui ka fait détourner yeux pour ou ka parler and I'm going to straight up tell you I'm not interested in you. Kapab di mo I love you. Mge feeling boo. You're the future of my wife. And now look at you. Ma prime di, oh, thank you. That's very nice of you, but I'm not interested in you.
But Meek Mill di say they be from the point keep showing your shot.
Keep showing your shot? Not in my case.
They be from ki fe full la ba
maybe, Mama, in his case.
From ki fe full ba nan repon. They will repon.
Di Meek Mill al chita tande. Kote fom nan gen. Kote fom Meek Mill gen. La vin bo bawol.
Mas di yo pale. Ba him say eski mi say trying to get back with her?
No, I shut him down.
Oh, he tried?
Yeah, he's like, you know, what if I tell you, you know, I love you? And I'm like, well, thank you, but I'm not interested.
So, for the birthday, he didn't have sex, he didn't have birthday sex, none of that.
Why would it be with me?
So you just went
home.
Exactement. Il femme so pour que ça moi-même avec lui. After that, we didn't broke up right away. It takes a while. No, we didn't. And that was his main problem. He's like, we are in malweli, we lay in the same bed. Mba même jan avec li encore, mba bagay.
Qu'est-ce que pression dans sexe comme ça qui fait like you feel like I feel like you
no like, feeling me vin pas même jan pour li encore. Feeling no.
So fait la kali sou kabane.
Because we were still together. We fight. we fight and everything like that. But then I had to make sure, okay, is it really, you know, my feeling that was in the way? Kite ap get the anger out ki bagay, my feeling, my ego. My ego was being hurt, or, you know, do I still have that feeling for him? And puis le fini ke I'm trying to play it big. Parce que konen ke gen fi ke yon a relationship, and then neg la fe yon bagay, their ego got hurt, their feeling got hurt, yo gume, and they right back in that relationship.
That's love right
and
there. That's
my
love.
point exact, maybe that's love. You still reme moun nan. But then si moun nan pa reme wanko, la pa vek ou. But then on pied de yo, on pied bagay ke la teste pou l kapab bwe sil avek ou.
Right, let me bamba yon question. On dit kon sa tale, on dit kon sa pendant parler, on dit kon sa lenta parler de cheat. The one keep play game, you would say, ain't nobody play the game more than me. Of course, I know how to play the game. I just don't want to play the game. Remember you said that?
Yeah.
I just asked you, est-ce que j'aime cheat? You said no. How do you know if you play the game if you never cheated?
Like you. All women can play the game.
But how do you know?
Pa gon femme ki ba kon jwe game.
But how do you know how to play a game that you never played before?
Bam dou bagay. Bamdou.
Mbaka ti mkonjwe baseball. I never played baseball. I never played tennis.
Yeah.
Certain things I never played.
But bamdou bagay. Ki femme ki gen konya. Ki femme konya, right? Kote gen internet, kote gen Facebook, kote un neg ba an ba Facebook, an ba inbox.
It's easy.
Ou pa gen femme ki pa ka jwe neg?
It's easy.
My point exactly. Sak fe fiya kapab jwe game nan.
How do you play the game? The way you said is playing the game that you're not going to get caught.
Yeah.
So how do you know that when you never cheated?
Because I just know. Mka avek moun nan. Alo ki jan on fi as delman bon. Because we all cheat. A lot of people that cheat, exactly. A lot of people are cheat. They're gonna cheat the first time, right? And it's gonna be a matter of time before they get caught, right? Fia ki get caught la parce qu'elle besoin get caught. She doesn't care about you.
All right.
She doesn't care about the men.
I agree that.
But Fia pa get caught la, she could play the games until kingdom come. And puis le fini ou pa jam be the wiser that she was playing the game. Why? Because I traite neg la même jan. I ba neg la manje a même jan. I ba neg la love la même jan. I traite kay la même jan. La le nan travail. I pran téléphone nan. Pa gan ken bagay ki souli.
From that chicken.
I
wanna know. Parce que le téléphone don't work no more. Parce que
Ki telefon exactly.
So can I come catch? Et moi c'est vous prier.
My point exactly. That's the thing. Parce que brother ap give a damn. Brother ap même dou. Bon gen nèg ki an ba bay mwen ki relem ki dim ko sa ke oh, ken n'importe l'argent besoin ma boli. Il dit dim ki lè pou m capable relo même. Il dit konnen ke ou gen vie ou gen ménage ou gen vie ou gen tout bagay. Il dit me respecter ça. Dim ki lè ti lè pa m capable.
So what?
And I had to m'oblige ri pour ça because me dit Catherine.
So pas jump.
Nèg yo desperate there.
They're not desperate. They play the game.
They just
want to have sex. They playing the same game. You think you know how to play.
It's not anything about I know. It's not the game. I know how I know. M'kone game na deja and I don't want to play it. I don't think
you know the game. If you never cheated.
M'pa vle jouer.
So
because
how would you play the game?
Okay,
let's say you had to play. How would you play it?
I play the game. M'ka avek ou la, right? M'gen yon feelings pou moun. Ma pala avek ou même jan tout and all that kind of stuff. Palo ki jan yon feeling capable for pa pense ki it ain't nothing. Where moun nan ki la pala avek ou an ki like, you know, this dude is bothering me and everything like that. And pou pense ki oh, she ain't with the ipa me m'intéresse. That could be one of the men. That could be one of the men that she's with. And sometimes too, that's one. Sometimes too. Nèg la li pa dou de li, ya nèg la pa même penser que il t'a cham avec lian. That could be one of them too.
Et si la parler nèg la mal.
Mais ça la parler nèg la mal que parce nèg ça la coin.
Yeah. Exactement. It could be that one.
Munna pa parler de munna. C'est moi qui munna. Munna parler de munna c'est munna.
It all depends on the thing is
What's
it
that
all
spirit?
depends it all depends qui j'en fille a senti. How does she feel? Is she getting that? Because gen des filles qui al dehors que they're looking for the attention, right? Et puis les fini que yo si tellement fall for the game, it's too late pour you. Yo get en rentré dans game nan puis les fini yo perdi, and then yo même perdi relationship yo. Because they were looking for that attention and then they started falling for the game. And that's the problem qui gagne dans ça. Because
blood you commence par la fall in love. You know, game blood fall in love.
oh, I'm sure game blood fall in love, but
They didn't pop quitter now, kounya m'bral fight. Kounya m'gonna faire sexe côté kounya m'bral fight pour m'prendre moun ça kounya. I want you to be my wife.
But
I want you to
est-ce
be
que
my
fille
girl.
ça est-ce que fille ça d'accord?
Like, ou so te dit comme ça, si on fait pas juste faire sexe à un garçon, right? So si la accepte pour faire sexe avec elle, I believe li ka accepte pour vin madame li tout.
If she goes out looking for attention, whatever she wasn't getting at home, she went out looking for it. That guy don't have to fight for anything. He don't have to do anything. He already got her.
That's what I'm saying. So kounya si mesi a di kounya mbezo pran mazanet.
He already got her. He don't have to do much. All she gotta do is just make the decision to leave that.
That's
guy.
it.
But I'm saying you went out for one thing. This, and let's say I have everything else, but you went out for that one thing. So you're just gonna leave everything else just for that one thing?
Gen fille qui comme ça.
If that one thing is important.
Exactement.
So you're just gonna leave $100 for $2.
Is it important? Yeah, gen fille qui fait ça parce que yo stupide. Parce que gen moun qui fait ça ou pas penser que yo stupide. Because yo pas konnen que qui gens pour yo pense y a le prend bagay la that one thing. Et puis les fini m konnen gen fille qui comme ça. They have all.
Yeah.
Yo gen tout bagay. Nèg la provide the house, qui gen piscine, qui gen tout bagay. Kay la, nèg la achete li, paye bill lan, tout bagay. Yo pas même besoin travail même. Maybe nèg la pas bay yo attention, nèg la pas mene yo dehors. And that's what caused the marriage.
So
et ça qu'elle fait au perdu because why?
You lost all that thing for that one
fall
thing.
for the game. Y'a les deux yo wè zami yo qui with them nan toujours dans club. And I was literally just doing a live right when I was in the car about that. You fall for the game because you avec zami yon qui single la. Y'a gade zami yon qui with that single life. You get single life and be aware because
that's your friend.
Because exactly that's your friend. He toujours gon histoire la parler au deli.
Like one thing I'm back home like when let one single trying to give you like relationship advice. Like bro.
I think you can.
You can, but don't fall for all those kind of advice
like,
stuff.
You're not happy like this, but you fucking single. Like
You have broke people giving money relationship.
that shit don't work. That shit doesn't work, bro.
Advice. Some people are good advice, bro. Look at it.
Ça dépend des advice là.
Look at the pastels. Some of these niggas really bad, but they actually have people follow. They
That's
actually
it.
have great messages.
Ça dépend.
But they
Moun nan
bad.
ka bon message la, li même li ba prendre non.
Exactly.
Somebody to
I
get-
got some ill advice, but I'm shit. I feel like I should take my own advice. I've been thinking I should take my own fucking advice.
But you don't right?
I just give this thing to advice me as a good because of my relationship advice. I should be talking to me.
And then sometimes you sit down to have a talk with yourself. Damn, why am I not taking this?
So that's that ego in you. You be like, yo.
Something's missing. I'm thinking I usually. I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy, bro.
Hey man, kunya, essa kunya. Olha, titi cousin ba we. So of the so the guy use the kunya. Me say do so this let me say avo me say azi. Me say do va me say ba fel.
But it sounds so good for me telling him that. I'm like, yo, this shit sounds good.
And it makes you feel good too.
It's not forget about
Oh
though.
my
It's not
God.
forget about It's not only good. It's not only words. You gotta lead by example.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Facts.
Oh, if I pop spit from the Bible, you don't follow the Bible.
No, I don't like the Bible. Don't even go there.
Ça passe there.
Pasteur beaucoup belle advice. Regarde pasteur que tu dis, mais ça fuck ti mari la fuck ti Jeanne et puis la bombe tout bagage ça.
Parce que tu pas que madame deux et puis toute l'église est madame. Toute l'église est madame fuck.
Et next time qui fait monde pas quoi dans religion,
They
là
do.
parler
They do. You
Like,
can't
I heard what
believe
you
that.
said. It sounds good, but at the end of the day, I know what you're doing out there. So what's the point?
But you know what they say though? You're doing pastors. Pastors are actually a great leader. pastor can actually get people to follow them more than a politician.
That's true.
Your pastors, any community,
rally. They rally the people behind them.
A lot of them go to school for that.
Yeah,
doing that shit.
Because you're making them feel good.
Yes.
About certain things that they're doing. Even ça.
You know what? There was a pastor, bro. Back when you got videos, ça côté you tap in for investigation ali. FBI t'a posé me ces questions about everything, bro. Like he was saying, he was
because I be saying the right thing.
Il prend tout bagay yo. Il prend tout bagay yo. Tout le monde dit qu'il y a me crasé. You know, moun still à l'église.
Of course.
Moun still à l'église.
Of course, because it's not about the money. It's not about the money.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though.
It's not about the money.
Go back oublier, pas vrai? Et pas même pasteur non. Voilà. Where's this whole Bible thing? Like, well, get moun qui t'en brainwash. Faut pas Bible, pas Jésus sans. Il va faire des mots ça non. Et pas moun qui défend Jésus. Like, on cherche moun like, they're so brainwashed, but it's just like, yo, tell this them still pas comprendre qui yo, how the fuck you get people so brainwashed like this? When you're like
it's the feel good story.
It's
the feel good story.
Pas même mentir dans ça. M'connais que pasteur mon yo connais pasteur ta fait like so got the whole Catholic shit they like you pay you whip kids and they still be like oh no
what they said a few bad apples.
Yeah, it's
a
like
few bad apples.
I'm gonna take a side. It's still shit. I'm like,
that's it.
Really? That's how you feel?
A few bad apples.
Like, what's your take on religion?
Huh?
How do you feel about that?
I'm a 7-day Adventist. I have to tell you this, but
So,
then but then as a Christian, gen problem avec Christian itself, because we don't teach that the stories in the Bibles are parables. Are parables and they are stories that could teach us about things. So even fait que moun not take the Bible as literal. And puis les fini qu'on y a que y a bat puis yo frapper nan tête ou avec lui. But then you pas du comme ça. Exactly. And you're like
this is the way of life.
And you're like these are actual advice that you guys should think of it as advice you're giving to people. Not in terms of preaching people and people have dit if you sin you're gonna go to hell. See, that doesn't work. Exactly. That doesn't work. Parla avec moun nan. Dis moun nan que this is the story and this is what it is trying to say. What we're trying to convey, pas like bat moun nan sous tête avec Bible because they use the Bible as a weapon, right? They use it as a weapon to the point que now they're making the younger generation run away from the church. Tandis que, and they're like, oh, you pregnant? You don't belong to church anymore. No, they knew. But these are the people who ta dwe rentrer dans l'église là.
Because they actually need it.
That's it. Parce que moun sa ou ta dwe encadrer li pou te capable dire que, you know what? We know you are young. And you know you made mistakes. You fall. Let the church be there as the surrounding thing pou kou capable kembe ou. But you what? You radye ti moun sa. And then you pousse ti moun sa nan dehors. That means we feed you to the wolves. Yeah. When you feed them to the wolves, and then so many younger kids are seeing that in the church, they grew up and they're seeing you feeding one of them to the church to the wolf. What do you think the younger people is gonna do? You're gonna feed me too to the wolves. I'm not gonna come.
I'm not coming.
Exactly. So that's the problem I have with the church, and I told my mother that too. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to the church. Because si m'rete dans l'église là, la pral vin fèm pa kwe nan sa m'ta supposé kwe.
I stopped going to church a long time ago, probably 3 years ago.
Because you feel the hypocrisy.
It's been a long time for me.
Get hypocrisy behind it. And you're pas encadré.
Too much.
Exactly. So much hypocrisy about it. And you're pas about the real story qui pou te capable du ko sa, the encouraging thing. Qui pou capable parler avec ou, qui pou capable du que the outside is not what it's cracked up to be. They ain't gonna tell you that.
They don't teach you life.
They don't teach nothing.
Nothing. They don't teach you life.
Nothing.
That's the problem.
Nothing. You're fermé. And I'm like, but the biggest thing about what the Bible tell you is where you are, but don't fall for what's outside. You're supposed to understand what's going on out there. You're not supposed to become part of it.
Facts.
But an pi le fini ke wap pousse ti moun yo pi ale de yo a kon sa.
Because soon as you know Rajel, what do you want him to do? Go out.
Go out there.
That's what I parle à tout. It also has to do like culture gamon. On essaie na communauté haïtienne li kon sa tout. When I'm like American, you can design those jeans. You welcome.
You welcome.
You working no church haïtien.
Come as you are.
Like, ça ça fait là. Et puis yo même y a parlé là moun yo mal like. It's like Ouais, qu'il t'y haïtien?
Cambridge. Descendant dans ce moment avec comme ça même.
Oh yeah.
On l'église haïtienne, ouais?
Oh yeah. Et puis
Même l'église américaine tout.
qui chante yo tap chanter? Yo pas chanter Come As You Are?
Mais c'est à faire tout.
Come As You Are. Come As You Are. Puis les fini prêche la sou. As Come As You Are. What do you say? Il pas même connaître if you needed to be there that day. That you needed to hear a message about why you're here.
Because I grew up in church. I was one of the kids that was brainwashed. I actually believed in pastors. I actually believed the Bible.
I thought they were good people and everything.
I believed everything.
My family owned a fucking church today. I know. So it's like he's a priest, but I know what he's done. Like, cause he's family. Like, I know shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. That's what you start realizing to be like, yo. That's not what it is.
One of the people. That is one of the people that believe that we can rap our boy, but swap diabo. Like, even the pastors was bad. I'm like, I'm still gonna take your words for it. They got the message. I'm like, I'm still gonna take the message.
Nah, but
my breaking point was when I feel like they started robbing people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a pandemic là pour me say maman passe
l'argent quand même.
$20
l'argent quand même.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why you doing that? I feel like I'm just I could have been a victim of that too because I was so deep into that shit. I'm like, that's why they could.
You know what I don't get?
I'm not doing that shit because I know better.
Tande, kou ba ki fèm sezi, m'tande pasteur a di kon sa kede pou recevoir chèque la vwe el ban nou. Et net ban nou ki sa fi a fè vwe, li sot travay yo bal chèque la pisid. Preske chaque temps pour recevoir chèque la. And so we had to ask her, nou bez, 10%.
I'm like, when did you just say 10%?
I don't know.
10%. It says it.
That's my
10% of your tithe. It's supposed to be offering.
Yeah.
It's the church. This is what
So
the
there
church.
has to be an amount.
This is what the church is supposed to be
said it,
doing.
10%.
It's supposed to divide it. They're supposed to.
So why has to be an
it's
amount?
supposed to be for charity.
What if I can't afford 10%?
10% of whatever
10% of whatever
you
you
can
make.
afford it.
Yeah.
What's that
But like, what if I give you 10% after that? I got other shit to take it for more than for that. So what if I could give you 1%? So whatever I give should be good.
Exactly.
But no,
it calls offering. Whatever I give should be what I could.
He's gonna look out. You never have to worry.
But sometimes
When you feel like now you being wrong.
Sometimes
That's
that's my
problem.
problem. Sometimes I might be able to give you 50%, but sometimes I might not be able to give you
That's it. That's
anything.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay because
No,
what
it's not
it
okay.
says.
That
No,
you make it sound
no.
like you need to get 10%.
It is okay because it says whatever you want to
yes,
give.
Yes.
So if it's a 10% out of $1, 10% out of that dollar.
Yes.
Parce que là où qu'on y a que you give it with two hearts, did you give that 10% though? Because it's not a 10% you give. You literally après proche 10% là ou bal là. So it says give it freely. Exactly.
But why do the church need my money though?
But it doesn't-
Why do I have to give
It could
money?
be charity.
My point exactly.
Why do I have to?
Exactly. You don't have to give it to the church.
That's what I
But
do.
they make it seem you have to give money.
No.
Giving back.
That's what I do. You know what I do? So I drive for a living. So I'm out all the time.
I'd rather give the bums money before I give the church money.
You're like the bums. I give them $1. I give
That's
them
what
$2.
That's
Like,
it.
I'd rather give
that
the
makes
bums
me
money before I
feel
give the
good
church.
That's
doing
it.
that
That's
shit. But
it.
me going to a church and actually give a
Nah, I ain't doing that
Because
I'm not doing
church
that.
yo pa expliqué because your 10% is supposed to go to one charity. Il supposé aller pour moun qui pa gen
On a passé
manger.
à l'acheter Bentley.
Il supposé aller
Passé à l'acheter
pour
Bentley.
comment dire nan. Il
Range Rover.
supposé aller pour l'hôpital, pour
Right.
to open hospital. It's supposed to be there
they don't be
and
doing
then
that
to
shit with
take
it.
care of the church.
Because-
And then members of the church. Si yon mam nan l'église la,
Gen
gon problem.
Right.
Yo pa
That I'll
kapab
give
paye
money
kay yo. Yo gen problem finance. The church is supposed
to
to
help
be there to help
But
them.
you see what the
Yeah.
problem is when they ask for offering and then they do another one.
My point
Yes.
exactly.
That's when you start. That's when people start.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. How many offering can you collect in one service?
Jubilee have 3.
I only have.
Jubilee fait 3. Jubilee fait 3, s'il vous
I
plaît.
only got one check.
That's it.
Jubilee
Listen.
fait 3.
That's, I couldn't understand when I go there. I was like, what kind of nonsense?
Jubilee fait 3.
Baga l'église c'est plus gros scam qui gagne.
And you know, yo dit que ça, l'église, c'est le plus gros monument dans la communauté. Parce que l'église a toutes
Des
les
problèmes,
manifestations,
allons
they're not going to
l'église.
burn the church, they're not going to do
That's
none of
it.
that.
Parce que yo connaît.
I'm saying supposedly one of the biggest religious monuments. But
They ain't there to help
You
people.
toujours comme ça, sous problème, n'importe problème ou pas gain cas, ou pas gain femme ou allons l'église.
That's
they
it.
should
You're
be able to
a
take it. That's why you pay offering now.
It's like you pay it forward. You pay it forward to later to be able to get the help.
private jet.
Yeah, it's like private jet.
Private
Maintenant, messieurs, qui t'a bzouké the private jet. C'est bon Dieu qui dit pour me private jet là. The next stage.
Li pa monte avion public parce qu'il pa vle fly with the demons.
That's it.
So
Oh, he was serious. He has the previous one. Bon Dieu dit le consacré, il doit arriver une temps en avance. So if we get the latest jet.
I'm tired of
The
passing.
latest jet.
But now you're forcing. Pas trop vidéo
I was
Yes.
Pas Vince Swipe.
Vin swipe. Vin swipe qui bon.
Li pou la konnen di
You
aswa
buy for swipe.
a credit
Il dit
card.
pas pour cacher et swipe et là. Bon Dieu, bon là Vince Swipe.
Comme swipe your card.
Hey,
Nan
qui
l'église.
ça?
Li dit ça l'Elta Haïti. Li pas go partir de cadre dans pays on est si moun gen 4 moun gen 4 Vince Swipe. Si pas gen 4 pas monter.
Yo gen machine yo nan ka.
Sou bagay 4 pas monter.
Non, et 4 la place seulement. Il va pour cash.
Qui passe qui non.
That shit on
It's
Facebook.
been on Facebook. It's
Okay,
no
I
joke.
shared
They
it. I
had a
shared
whole
it.
church and people coming up and swiping.
Oh,
Yo, this
But you know
what?
what? You know what's funny?
Yo.
Take all them talon l'église, right? No, Madison's high school. You ta fon quoi
No, Roxbury, huh?
Yeah.
I know
You know what's there, right?
Same story you was gonna say. I was gonna say the same shit, but
Seven fi offren nan. So he went back. Pendant l'examen, al fini, yal kote kob la de. So pendant l'examen,
Il dit pas assez.
So msa pousse moun yo horon. Li kon dernier Bible, di l'premi ko, al di pa kompren.
this is not enough.
Di pa kompren, so kote kob la, ti kal kom sa mjoun de a. I swear to God, madame, me say,
Okay.
he was
That's
young.
what-
I still went back to church after that.
E parti la mise copy, la mise c'est comme ça. E parti la mise copy, mise c'est comme ça. Sou pa gen $100 ou pa vin devant.
sou bagay
li fait
Faut mettre $100, yeah.
Li
Si
fait
gen
li,
$100
li $100 là, $50 là.
Oh!
Là, ça me met tout le bain, comme quoi, li men, non?
I'm like, how you got, like, e kom sou ap embarrassé. Moun yo gen moun yo like, yo, si pa gen $100 pa ka kamè la. Yeah, I'm
No,
like,
they men pa ka be, nou pa ka manje lon chocolat.
What?
Yeah, back in back. That's a long time
yo,
back in the
it's
days.
just like, but like,
On Madison.
it was
That's
a
what
long
happened
time.
in
We
Madison.
talking about like 9 years ago.
I didn't
10
understand.
years
No,
ago.
it was
But it was like 10 years ago.
No, it was more than that.
Yo!
You said that.
But like, yo,
$50, $20, $100.
Yeah, et what you gonna
Ou y ap mache pou e bekin yo pi yo. Yo pa mèm ka peye ti kay la yo ba yo ame.
jusqu'à présent, yo fè li dans l'église que l'église aller comme ça. Est-ce que vous avez $100 camper?
Yeah.
Si vous avez $100 vous pouvez camper. Le fin $100, le fin $100, quand you move on $50, you move on $20. Like,
You know,
like,
Imagine when I normally you turn the TV on and they got the church.
of course, BT.
Blessing the people.
Oui.
They got the people running up and down.
Oui, BT. E mou vi mwen bay sa, mwen le teat. Every mwen le teat. About to everybody's spending but the cameraman. So power is tellement fort, but cameraman n'a plus qu'on est
Yeah, quand même.
on n'a pas fait.
Quand même.
C'est pas bay sa, ça.
Yo, what in the
I
world?
think papa c'est haïtien, but nous connaît haïtien c'est une nation qui please brainwash dans religion.
Habitude e ba haïtien, africain.
Tout
E africain ki bagay.
Yo problème qui avec haïtien.
Them Hebrews,
Problème
Yeah,
avec
these people
haïtien.
give cars.
Non,
y'a tué tête, y'a
They give cars.
Non, avec haïtien judge you. Yo jijo, ou m'dona.
Very judgmental.
Yo pas jijo, ou
Yo pas
m'dona.
care.
Jon ya pas,
Right.
j'aime à la ville l'église.
That's true.
business, it's
That's
strictly
true.
business.
That's
Haïtien, ou haïtien l'église haïtien, nou ge doit
Fè wè.
arriver nou niveau l'église haïtien frère. Li kon tige li chez an dan ou pa. Gen moun an dan l'église ka priye.
But give me prier, but
It's true, man.
okay,
It's
give
true.
me prier, but li pas religieux qu'on l'aime walking left qu'on va la cauti. Moi petit internet l'entrée, regarde
You're
ta
right.
mission.
That's not godly.
Moun sa man not be one of them. ka
Even
priye.
chauffe bon.
Mais toute l'église gon moun ka prier c'est yes man.
Of course.
That's
Believe it.
true.
I'm ge pas sur l'église
E
haïtien.
sa fè l'église arrête
Moi
toujou.
moun ka prier plus là et me va jijo là tout ça gâte monsieur seulement on demand
Yeah.
gel magel là là et moi so qui jijo plus
Moun nan ki mare tèt li
Yo
an.
kap mare tèt le kap di ou pa ka met 10 om ge sen om ge chen ge des et li kap jijo plus ou pa la
Bon pa wè pitit moun sa yo tout. Moun sa yo kap jijyo lan. Pitit yo e pi dejwe.
Nou pa di moun pi mal, but tu konen. Puis
Parler,
fò pil
petit
mauvais
café
choix.
bizarre.
Exactement.
Exactement.
Because bon bon Dieu juge yo.
So nan ki l'âge nous tout nous dans trentaine nous pas vrai. So nous rive dans position moi m'pa bay menti parce ça pas que longtemps commencer me dit m'pa pas l'église encore même dit m'pa pas l'église encore pas parce que m'ge problème non me juste pas un système non one day I might get up and go to church.
That's
but
true.
m'ge te connaît pas dans l'église à gon chambre pralier. So m'a parler te ko ti grand moun ça ou parents nous. M'di maman monsieur a venu me cacher pour m'envoyer comme pendant pandémique là je suis pas dans l'église right. So I'm like so nous rive no bay pas expérience avec l'âge qui fait nous comprendre bagage. So moun ça they never get to that age where they understand like
They
this is
do.
not it.
No, they
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
They do.
So why pour que ça style là?
Because yo pas fait pour l'église là. Yo pas fait pour l'église là. Yo pas fait pour anken bagay because yo fait li parce que yo réalisé. Yo connaît pasteur a fait ben l'argent sous tête yo. But yo dit comme ça yo pas fait pour l'église là, yo fait pour bon Dieu. Because bon Dieu a take care of pasteur. Because yo do ça tout. Tout le monde dans l'église a sauvé pasteur a pas sauvé. Do you know why? Parce que c'est pasteur qui get attack more.
But
he's a representative of the church. Parce que sous lui ou garde en pile.
But chérie, les vont côté non l'église là, m'a prend bus pour ma l'église et puis moi pasteur pour sous mettre là.
Pasteur bon côté pasteur bon côté
pasteur pull up sous 20 jours madame 20 jours hein?
Exactly.
Why can't you could do that at home though?
But the pastor is gonna pay for that
but you could pay at
as
home.
well because pastor, there's no problem with having money. I think the problem we have is the fact that we're saying that pour qui ça on moun gen l'argent dans l'église, right?
No,
but
I'm not saying that.
Pour qui ça pasteur I'm driving a Bentley, right?
I think
if you have a job,
did he buy it with the church money?
Exactly.
That's the problem
that's
you
my
have
problem.
with it.
Yes.
But ou pas connaît si l'acheter li avec l'argent l'église là.
He
ain't working.
What do you mean? As a pastor, is he supposed to be broke? Is he supposed to like marcher
No,
this
that have to be broke if he
I'm
has.
saying live a life that you can afford.
Why?
Without
what
the
makes,
church.
But
Without
how do you know he
Without the
can't
church.
afford
You
it
know,
though?
being a pastor is a job.
Exactly.
It's a job. The priest, they get paid. The pope gets paid.
I know.
All these people-
They're all the same. They're all the same. Let me dire pasteur. Et pas tant que m'a dire pasteur non. Pop tout là-dedans. Hein. Tout là c'est là-dedans. Hein. Et pas tant
But how do you know that they don't have a job? A lot of them have a job outside of being a
No, a lot of them don't.
pastor.
To give you knowledge.
everybody should get paid.
They should.
They should
Tout le monde
get
qui
A lot
dans
of
l'église
them
should
don't
be
got,
getting money though. My problem is l'église haïtienne, pas vrai? L'église haïtienne, moun ka l'église haïtienne, yo trop pauvre. En Haïti, c'est moun qui pauvre ka l'église. Grand nèg pas l'église Haïti.
That's true.
So pour en Haïti dans ti pays une sortie c'est religion qui crée plus division.
It's true.
It's a problem for us.
It's true. Yeah, dans l'église chrétien Haïti is the fact that they're preaching poverty and puis les fini ap di moun yo pou yo pote offrande ba yo.
Right.
It's a
Côté
That my point
Where do I get the money from? Bro?
Because you should not be preaching that. Bon Dieu pa reme kote ki sale. Bon Dieu pa reme pauvreté. Bon Dieu pa un moun ki pauvre. You're talking about ke, pray and all that kind of stuff. Bon Dieu ap for genyen.
You toujours prier pour sortir côté.
Exactement. But then bon Dieu bon tout bagay so genyen. Ou gen pied, ou gen tête, ou gen tout bagay en plef nou rete nan même pauvreté and all that kind of
I know,
stuff.
like,
That's not being
what?
blessed.
I know that's not.
That's not blessed.
Pastor Abdi Kosa. Oh, yo, papa get like attached to the luxury life, and he's living
They
a
live
luxury
in a
life.
life.
Bro, what do you mean? Like,
exactly.
If I got the money, I
This
could
nigga's
afford
a-
2 chin. I'm gonna buy 2
This
chin.
niggas are
Because
backwards.
that's what I like. If I got money, I could buy me a mansion. But a mansion, like, why do I have to leave poorly?
My thing
You
is
should.
one of the
And
biggest.
I get mentioned, get Bentley.
My problem. I don't have a problem with mun pastor. Mbagi pour la religion. Mgo pour la religion.
Religion get pour la
I don't have a problem with somebody living life. Si mse mge problem with pastor, comme sometimes mge problem hustler too. Hustler, do your shit. You do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But pas fin mette religion là dans tête. I don't believe that. And to be honest with you, mse tellement te levé dans bagay sa, mse tellement te deep dans bagay sa yo. Gede lem kon ap zo bagay. Because I believe there's a higher power. I 100% believe that. But my thing is, est-ce que soit dîner salier?
That's true.
Soit teach moi depuis l'me 4 ans, 3 ans, 4 ans, est-ce que salier? Moi vient dans l'âge qu'on y a me comprendre vie qu'on y a. You know what I'm saying? I understand life. I understand what I gotta do.
That's true.
I don't believe I gotta go to your church. I don't
In
believe
order-
I gotta do what
Like
you
this,
want me to do for me to be
this is the thing
for me
to be saved.
The
You know what I'm saying?
word church church, they use it like so literally. It's like church. I could have church at home.
Yes.
I don't have to.
We're
leave
having a
to go to
church right now.
A physical place.
As long
to go to
as
church.
as long as you are among a group, you're talking about God.
That's
You
church.
are in a
Yeah.
church.
Yes.
But like,
your business
they're making
boy
like, they're
church
making like
like,
so
man.
literally like, oh, this is a church. You see this? Oh,
You
that's
have to
church.
come.
Like, I could have church in my car.
Yes.
Like I'm praising Lord. I'm
Yes.
doing whatever I gotta do. Whatever I believe in, that's what I'm doing. I'm having church.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yes.
That's true.
And
Yes,
then, like,
'cause
when I
that's
feel like
true.
every Sunday I gotta get up to go to that church.
Yeah,
that's when I go to church.
But that's what's been ingrained in our mother and our fathers, that they need to get up, puis yo allons dans l'église
Yeah,
là
like,
même,
that
puis yo servi bon
That
Dieu.
was my
And
question earlier. Est-ce que vous pas ça? Parce que moi-même, some viennent avec expérience à l'âge. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, ones are way older than me. So you still don't see that? Like, this
They
he's
see
robbing
that,
you.
but
He's
they
taking your
want,
money.
they sa mabzou, yo pa care. It's not that yo connected is robbing them blind. It's not about that.
It's
It's
just
about the
blind to it,
fact
bro.
that
It's just-
they understand that they're giving their 10%. Yo pa même wè pasteur a même. I'm dead ass serious. Yo pa même wè pasteur a même.
The pastors out, they're still going to that.
They
same
don't.
church.
They don't
No,
see
some
that.
people don't.
Some
I know some people don't.
Baptist.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. With
Some
you.
people follow
I'm
the
gonna be honest
pastor.
with you.
They go to
Baptist
a-
church.
I know
Baptist
some priests.
church
I know
don't.
some priests that's left a church,
And
and
when
then
you-
like they be like, oh, I ain't going to that
Because-
church no more because that priest is not
Is
there
that-
no
That's
more.
true.
So all l'église a pour
And
moun
I
nan?
know church that got full because certain priests gonna be there.
Yes.
That's true.
Apa
Because you're by your feeling now.
partner.
Feeling
Yeah,
now.
it's like-
It's a feeling.
The dude, partner, pastor famous là. Ça que t'es avec Chouboua.
I'm back to you. C'est moi qui suis sorti.
Oh
I
my
know who
God.
you're talking
We
about.
we
I
did a
know.
live about it.
Yeah.
TG, whatever his name
Moi
is.
qui suis sorti.
I know who you're talking
Sinon, c'est
about.
ça, I feel like, comme c'est T-Vice qui a
Mais
venu.
savez? Savez?
Tout le monde dans les-
Listen me?
Yo,
Tout de grand monde yo, tout jeune fille yo là.
Oh my God.
Nigga gon 7 days prayer kon fè nan sit in jail is like yo kon pè depuis a vini.
Tout moun la.
Where blue la bloqué. Double parking. Blue la tout in one lane. Like you can't find parking like
Mais
that.
c'est
7
famous
days they
dans
be
world,
here.
là.
After that 7 days is gone,
Yo,
the church
ouais,
is fucking
encore.
empty.
I know, nobody.
Ouais, ouais, encore. It's the feeling. It's the feeling.
That's crazy.
I'm munta bayo. That they feel like,
And
you know,
pastor-
this
ta kon
pastor is
yo
like
priest,
connect
nigga-
with
nigga
God.
to the superstar.
Of course.
It's
You know what I do, y'all? I'm like, yo, me, I'm going to live my life trying to be as positive as I can. But
that's all.
you know one thing I used to do back in the days? I used to blame myself for a lot of shit.
Why?
Man, consistent. I'm fight consistent appeal. Te gwa si mfon ba la, like si mfon ba mal, yo, même like tout moun ap di, like, yo, you did right,
Ouais,
but
ou still ap
consistent,
mette
I'm
nan
like, yo,
tête.
I can't even go to sleep with
There-
that shit. So when I stopped going to church, I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm try pour me live la vie positive. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm passing positive, yo. 2 plus 2, 4. You know what I'm saying? Papa love for bon extra shit. Pa l'église, mette fifth man on bagay. I'm praying something I don't even know what I'm praying to, my nigga.
This is
But
like-
I'm gonna live my life
I can't,
positive
I
and
can't
good.
even say that. We all believe in something. We
I
all
don't-
believe there's a higher power.
I do. 100%.
We might not believe, you know, que Jésus Christ qui a
I
parlé
don't have
nous
to call. I don't have. I don't have to
But
call it
we
God. I don't
know
have to
that
this, I don't
exactly.
have
You
to,
don't
like-
have to call
I
it
don't
that,
have to
but
have a
you
name on
believe
it.
that there exactly.
But
You believe there's a higher power.
But the
There's a
higher
higher
power
power.
might be, I'm gonna do right.
That's
Yeah, you
it.
do right.
That's
you
it.
do right. You
Might
do
be
wrong.
it.
You
That's
do wrong.
it. And I think that our higher power that we don't even think about it is that a consciousness is a higher power.
Consciousment.
Because let nous faire un bagay qui pas bon, conscience ou batou. Like it will tell you feel so bad about
Nobody
it.
has to say
you
you did something
started
wrong.
you
You
started
already
having
know. You know
conversation. Yes.
Don't you know that?
You're
You
having
know that.
conversation with yourself. Qui ça me capable faire, qui me capable refaire li?
And-
What should I say? What can I do better? Should I go to that person pour mal parler avec
Yeah,
moun nan?
once you
Like,
messed up, you know you messed up.
i
You know what I
batou,
mean? Like,
exactly, you know.
No, you can't run away from your conscience.
True.
You
You
cannot.
can't. It's something qui abdomino, abdomi ou leve
Bro.
nan domi.
Bruh, I'm
Who
telling you,
leve?
I had to fight my conscience a couple times, so I know. I fucking know. I know. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just do that. Live my life. I know what I gotta do.
And you
Tell
do
my
it.
mom.
You
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to
Just-
force
just-
life.
just-
Come on,
Sofre
man.
luega.
That's
Sofre
it.
luega.
You do right.
That's it.
So you out here shooting people. You think you don't? So you don't? So
One day you're gonna get your turn.
It already tells you. You know, you have revenge. Already understand the pothole you open another one for yourself as well. It's karma.
I believe in karma.
Point blank and simple.
For somehow I'm gonna find a way to pay my bills. I gotta go to work. I gotta get my ass up, get in my car, go drive to go to work.
One way or the other. One way or the other.
I know something.
It's gonna get to you. It's gonna get. And s'il pas get to you, and puis le monde pas penser ça. S'il pas get to you, it pass on to your kids.
Your kids, all of that.
Your kids, and your kids.
Some shit happens to your people close to you. You'll be wondering like,
damn,
it hurts you.
What did I do?
It's not you, but it happens to somebody close to you, and it hurts you in another way.
And you know what's funny? You can. Because if you hang with certain people for so long, bro, you can see that shit.
You can.
Because what you're doing right now, it's gonna come back around.
It can.
It's definitely come back.
It will come.
Whatever you
come back
do.
Around.
So, n'importe monde fait affaire bien. Do the right thing.
That's what I tell.
It's not hard to do the right thing.
It isn't. That's why I tell people your reputation and what you're doing
is important.
It is very important.
Your reputation is like your roots. This, you know what I'm saying? This is what you stand on.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to fuck that up, bro, you ain't gonna be solid. It's like when you do some sucker shit. You out here doing sucker shit. What do you expect? People's gonna respect you because you're doing sucker shit?
Nah, it's gonna come. Something.
If you solid everywhere.
Come in.
You never have to be fake. You never have to be nothing else. Boy, if I tell you that's me, if I tell you my name is Yolcie, I don't gotta tell him my name is Samantha. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they can't understand that.
No, they really can't. You
walking around like, if I'm drinking and driving, I get pulled over. I call it a DUI. I can understand that.
You were doing something that caused that.
That caused that.
You already know what you was doing.
I can't blame the cops. I cannot blame the system. I gotta deal with that.
That's what I always said. You know, I come to a realization. I said, no matter what happened to you, there's a reason why it happened.
You could have avoided.
You already know what.
I used to all the time. They could not late at work, and I'm always like, you know, what the hell is this? The traffic and everything like that. And then I was listening to something. No matter what it is, conscious or unconsciously, you are the reason something's happened to you.
Of course.
Even if you aware or not aware, there's something you're doing that's causing that. You could have leave your house 2 hours earlier.
Right? You could have got ready before.
You could have been ready before. You could have avoided this headache, this panic attack, this anger, frustration. And that's when I was like, damn, that is true. I'm getting frustrated with these other drivers. Why didn't I leave my house 30 minutes?
6 o'clock in the morning, you frustrated, you mad. Why are you so mad at 6 o'clock in the morning?
I'm gonna tell you a personal experience. One time I was working at a job, right? I got Lucchi route 2. I'm going to Waltham. So I got on route 2. This dude got on route 2. He cut me off. So I cut him back up. He gave me the middle finger. I followed this dude from Cambridge to Lexington on route 2. I'm following him, trying to fight this dude. I'm like, yo, pull over. I'm trying to fight this nigga. Like, dog, I'm mad. I'm a big ass fan. Following this little dude. He didn't pull over. He got some whatever. I went back. Let me tourner back dans le travail là. He prend numéro. Non, vient travailler. He prend travail là. He reported. I went back. Now the message when I came back to work, you really you're suspended for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm like, was it worth it?
That's my point.
Since that day, because something will do.
You see what it is?
Never. I'm like, you want to go? You go. You just because of that.
My point.
Was it worth it?
What's that? My
point. You lost your money. You lost your money. My point exactly.
What's up, people?
Was it worth it?
What's up, people? What's up, people? Pas même 2 weeks from work to buy sa raison. Gon ba pa réaliser qui vient dans ça là. Ou ba nèg too much power. Moun having too much power
That's
over,
it.
over you
That's
to get
it.
you that
Why
mad.
trying to fight
It's
him?
like,
That's
like once
it.
you got people
And
like, you
why
get
même
people
te
like,
ouais laisse ça même?
No, I'm like, yo, this is the best.
You
This
too
is like that.
black,
Yo,
ou est noir.
If he had put over,
Yeah.
I would have
Oh,
get out the car and
I'm
fight
sure
him.
ou ta fight li. Ou te
I'm
ka même
so
touye
fucking
el
mad.
men.
I'm mad.
Même touye el
catch
men.
your fucking case, go to prison for
Mad
like,
for what?
For what reason? Like, it's not
That's-
even like
Same
it's like
thing happened
one
to
simple
me.
thing. One simple thing, because you give somebody so much power over you
Yep.
to get you that mad to get to that point.
Not doing
That's
it
why
again,
you don't
baby.
Give people like power
Same
over
thing
you,
happened
You
to me.
beep who cut me off, it's okay.
All right, go ahead.
Oh,
Have
no.
a good day.
Go
Have a
get
good
the-
day.
Bon, same thing
Go get
happened
the
to me.
diamonds.
Si telman m fache, misye vin bon kote mwen. M swerve my car. Pou m ka fe misye pou mal fel al frape yon lot machine.
It wasn't worth that.
M si telman angry at the dude. Si telman angry, mwen noa devan. M di si misye gen male, li pou la pou mwen. Ma fel fon an aksidant pou l kal kraze tet li. En misye kondi anko. M ba di lan yen, m slow down. M rale, m pull up, m pull down. Api vini bo kote mwen. M di m ba di lan yen. Let me see realize sa. Misye, si telman peze fren, he was on the highway. I manke stop sou highway la. Because si telman ke, lem vin fè sa mdou, mdi, ket, what did I do? Paske mre ke not only would I have killed him, I would have killed a whole lot of other people ki te bokote li. My point exactly.
You could have hurt yourself.
From that point on, mdi kono bagay, so much power.
Whatever, bro.
So much
I've learned, bro. I've learned.
So much power.
This summertime, no, last summer. No, I think it was this summer or last summer. Me and Lucchi, we went to a little cookout. Even Lucchi was like, Lucchi said that shit, and I was proud of myself. We were supposed to go somewhere, and these dudes, you know, hood party, like hood shit.
Oh,
I'm like, Lucchi, I don't think we should go in there. Lucchi like, I papa them nothing pussy. Lucchi said that shit. I'm proud of myself. Because before, niggas would have been in there. I'm trying to leave life, bro. I'm trying to do the right thing.
My goal is to, is to talk, because, I was doing something as well every Friday, and we were talking about it, Joe's Bar and stuff like that. We talk about,
I was going to ask you, but I got invited now, but we didn't get to talk about it.
And, we do things such as, nous parler de communauté haïtienne, nous parler de, what's going on.
I thought he was drinking shit.
No, it wasn't. Exactly.
I'm
Nous parler. We talk about drink stuff. Yeah. Crémas.
They do show, like, even like they're cooking, but while they're cooking, they're talking about something.
Exactly.
So it's like, that take your mind off. Like, you think like, okay, I'm just cooking, but then
you answering a lot of questions.
Right.
Yeah, like, yeah.
It's like an interview and stuff. Yeah, so we did that and stuff like that, and we talk about the cremas, but we talk about a lot of the thing that's going on in the Haitian community in terms of. Nous pas parler de finance en pile. We don't talk about investment, and we don't talk about the growth of the Haitian community. And then we also talk about, in terms of moun en Haiti have certain things kote nou men bo ici na plonge ba yo. They never think of ba yo longe men ba nou tou.
I'll watch that. So I didn't watch the whole thing, but I remember that.
Yeah.
And there's no bridge of it.
He said something. I didn't like what he said. Because he's... I don't know. I don't want to... He said Zumba guys so Muna Haiti... Like he said something about Muna Haiti. I didn't like that, but I didn't say anything.
No, what was it?
Yeah.
Was it like you depend sous you or something like that?
Muna Haiti. I like me about Muna Haiti bien. But I didn't stay on it, to be honest with you.
No, but to be honest, swap gade an pil bagay in some aspect of what he said, it's true. And then in another aspect, to gen moun en Haiti, gen moun ki en Haiti, ki gen l'argent. No, he was there. He just got here. He's only been here maybe 10 years.
10 years was he only
That's a
been
long time.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a long time.
No, that's a long time.
That is a long time. 10 years make a big difference.
I mean, I understand that, but
10 years.
Pou kapab pou pa
We're
konnen,
talking like 2011. That's like...
pou oubliye sa ka passe en Haiti, is what I'm saying. Pou oubliye about the life.
We could forget about after 2 years.
I'm telling you.
Ou pa kapab.
Non, pas vrai.
Ou pa kapab, mon
Haiti,
cher.
pas oublier comment ça va passer, non? Kounya la ça va passer Haiti. On a quitté Haiti 5 ans déjà. He might not
2
be like
years.
familiar. They were like, je pense like, they get qu'on struggle Haiti, but like the weird thing is right now, it's
might not
way
know.
different.
I can
Haïti a
understand
son
that.
super changé. Ou Haïti ou leve?
Il changeait
The world,
comme ça.
the world.
I understand what you're
The
saying.
world, too.
But in terms of what we're saying, though, it's like, salap dia, though, it's like, an nou kreyon bridge. Pou konen ke gen moun ki isit ki gen have more knowledge because nou gen more resources. An nou kreye on bridge kote nap not only have the resource here, but nou kapab longe me an Haiti to connect it. So that we are feeding the information that we receive on Haiti.
Right.
And then gen seri de bagay ke nou pa konen nan system Haiti ya, pou yon moun Haiti kapab teach us also. So it become a teaching thing kote tous les deux bords ap apprendre to create something, a better Haiti.
Right.
So that was mainly what the show was about and stuff like that. And even my live is, yes, about relationship. I give a lot of advice about relationship. Sometimes que tous les deux bords is looking for the same thing, but nou pa konen ki jan pou nou kapab communiquer. Because a lot of time lò nan relasyon, ou pense que sa ou bezwen moun nan pa kapab kompran nou. But le ou vin gade, moun nan ap di ou sa l bezwen is the same thing ou bezwen, but ou pa konen ke the wording is not the same, right? So ki vin fè ke gen problem la dan li. So I do talk about that as well. And then I talk about depression in the community, that how we're dealing with it. So that's my podcast that's coming in. It's called Pale with Yolcie. I've already done one with my boyfriend. The first one with my boyfriend. It was for, in terms of Valentine's Day. Do men expect gift, for Valentine's Day as well? And he was like, no men care for that. I mean, some men maybe, but not all men. Majority of men doesn't care about that. Majority of men doesn't care about that.
No, they don't.
I
don't think men care about anything.
That's what he was saying. He's like, we don't care about it. Yeah, exactly. He's like, we do it for you guys, not for us.
Exactly. When I say I don't care about my birthday, I don't know. People I'm with never believe me. I'm like, why don't you believe me? If I'm telling you I don't give a damn about it, I do not care. I don't care.
It becomes another day.
It is another day. I use my birthday for me to travel, to get days off of my work. I can use it, but I don't care about my birthday. You know,
I use my birthday to get drunk and travel.
So what's your take on the Haitian community? What do you like about it? What don't you like about the Haitian community? When I'm in the community, there's a lot going on. A lot of people trying to be realtors. A lot of Haitian kids, they out here getting in trouble with the laws. There's a lot going on in the community. So what's your take on the whole Haitian community? Like,
that's a loaded question.
It is.
That's a loaded question. Pou m'kapab, simplify it, m'kapab di, we do not have an organization pou kapab representer a communauté haïtien.
A leader.
Exactly.
This is who we're going to be that.
In terms of gen pil lwa kap pase bo isit, ou kapab gade, and I did talk about that in one of the Jews show. The Jewish community have a representative. Nan gouvernement isit la.
Right.
The Chinese people the Chinese people have a representative that represent them as when they're talking about when things are being attacked, how they go about stopping that. Toute communauté gen on bagay ki represente yo excepté pou nou men. Why? Because nous still la mentalite Haiti in terms of individual. And nous tout abat pou nou kapab do something, but then without understanding that si nous tout mette ensemble in terms of investing together, nous kapab monter as an individual, but together. And tout temps que nous pas comprendre ça, bon ici, ap toujou gen problem pou nou même, nou pap jam kapab have a representative ki vraiment vrai, ki kapab di kon sa ke, we are the Haitian community, and this is what we believe in, and this is what it is about. Haiti ap gade pou bon moun bo isi to be a leader, to be a voice for them, pou kapab represente yon bagay. But we don't have that. Ou kapab di Little Haiti, my little Haiti like what, 2-3 years ago? Got him, I might as well be in Haiti.
Same shit. We said I'm like, I don't want to go there.
I might as well be in Haiti. Nzi m'pa kompren ke we are in the United States ki a prezente bagay sa as Little Haiti.
Right. So you talking about the whole Haitian community in
In
the country.
general.
I was more focused on Boston, like the
Boston,
way
even Boston pa gon communauté haïtien qui pour représenter nous dans Boston. Nous capable dire what Madapen, but qui ça que dans Madapen qui vraiment vrai ou t'es capable dire comme ça on monde saute en Haïti, et puis les fin nous besoin
That's real
d'information, et puis les fin nous dit c'est là ou aller qui pour capable faire un travail,
But they can have
qui pour
fee,
capable
nigga,
aider
fam.
ou pas gagner. And that's one of my biggest thing is to open an organization
for Haitians.
for Haitians qui
For the
not
for
only
Haitian
pour
community.
pour Haitian community, pour qui capable que souvenir Boston, this is where you need to be watching toute information qui capable aider.
We need leaders, man. We have to be the leaders now.
Si ou
bro.
Florida gen yon sectors qui dans Florida qui a présenté haïtien qui dans Florida sous ken n'importe problème ou gen ou vini là la ka aider.
Haïti avec ici, et des bagages différents. Des bagages.
Deux systèmes différents.
C'est comme si pour un monde ou la gueule dans le désert. Qu'est-ce que tu expectes pour faire? Mon
You-
habite à Cali,
It's putting a baby in the desert.
Qu'est-ce que tu expectes pour mon faire? Like, dog, what do you want him to do? It's the same shit. Si
Exactly.
moun yo vini, c'est ça fait un pile si moun, like, le yo vini si, ya fon se de bagages. I can't even blame them.
Oh.
Because they don't know no better, bro. They
It's
they
the game.
just follow the trends. and just
Exactly.
whatever.
Yo we bagay la they like, oh, that's the life.
That's the life.
Mda bezwen nan sa tou. And then, what, piti tou kon ya ke perdu nan system nan.
Yeah, tout ti moun nan.
An pil ti moun. Even my cousin now, my cousin as I'm speaking right now, nan prison.
And you know the funny thing is, moun nan system, but nou pa gon high school pou nda di Haitien te ka apren. Nou pa gon l'hôpital. Nou pa
None.
gon
None.
It's just like,
None. Nothing.
taking half fee, I don't know what happened.
Mba bem konen
Même
si
pas
nem
gars
la.
18 mais à nous taking.
Pa gen, c'est rance. And I'm like, pou ki sa ke nou reme chita nan mediocre. And nou pa pmande ke we need better stuff. And we deserve better stuff.
I think we do too.
And I feel like, you know, nou get into the thing that nou si telman we're mediocre, we don't, nou just like, okay,
We get comfortable.
we're comfortable. And
Sa
I
pe yon
hate
fonksyone.
comfortability. Mba kapab reton kote ke m comfortable. For the sure, ma plage di fe la dan.
Right.
Ma plage di fe because I'm like, we can't
That
sit
ain't-
there and let it pass. Na
That ain't
mouri.
me. That ain't me.
It
Like,
ain't me. Ma mouri. Ma mouri.
That's crazy. So you would think, so anzi konya utavini, you would, I mean, you are somebody in our community. Let's say you would utavini no position. What would you do first for the Haitian community?
First, we need an organization for Haitian community that's riling us together. In terms of nous besoin and something que nous connaît que qui a représenter communauté. First and foremost. For gagner ça. Parce que sou pa gen ça, pa gen moun ki kapab konnen ke what to do, whom to call, or si something a passé. We need to have that. Le ou genyen ça, then you can think about starting to get other stuff together. Because se kon ya la, tout moun ap pral di kon sa ke, we need this. We need this for the community. We need something ki pou moun sa, si moun sa ap gon problem, ki sa kap pase. And then in terms of gan pil ti gran moun nou konen kap retire. Do we know something on bagay ki ap ede you? Is there somewhere nou kapab pa gen?
Like you're on a nursing home, pay assurance PL, that's it.
Tandis ke an pil kominote yo gen gran moun, an pil gran moun yo nan bay kap bay.
And knowing this, they actually have you go on nursing home. It's only Jewish for Jewish people. They actually named it. We are a bit Jewish, whatever.
That's it.
And you actually go in there, it's nothing but Jewish people.
We need something
Jewish
like
community
that.
funded it, then
My point exactly.
Yeah, so
We need something. And we need something for the youth. Pou ki kapab prezante pou youth yo. Because you're going disconnection with the Haitian community. Because you're pa mkone se Haitien we.
Because apil ti moun, apil jen ti gason ki sou ta Haiti men, ki vini si na 15, 16, 17 an, yo perdi.
Yo perdi.
It's because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They do not know.
They don't. Eske gen yon bagay? Te gon bagay mwen te kon.
Hafi.
Not even, was it Hafi? It was like in River Street.
No, Hafi
Those in
Hafi de
Madapen.
sou Madapen na.
Then te gen yon bagay ki te nan River Street. Ki te la pou be
like a
Haitien.
community center.
Yeah, like a community center. Te kon a la dan. And then after a while, it become non-existent.
Because pas grand monde cap parce que ici
T'es qu'on aller pour jouer basketball, t'es qu'on aller pour t'es capable faire anything you want, t'es montrer ti moun danse. It's a hangout place. Son big building qui était là. It's right there by the liquor store. Qui na
ABCD.
no, it's not. It was ou konen liquor store qui tout près ABCD hein?
Yeah.
Ou konen route là qui en dans là.
Oh yeah.
En dans là.
That was way back.
Way back.
They don't have that anymore.
Yo pas gen ça. T'es gon
Even-
big
it's
building
still
qui
there,
était
but
là
it's not what it
et
is.
pour saleté.
It's still there, but it's not what it is.
Exactly.
It turns into something else.
We don't have anything for the youth pour haïtien ou même capable connaître. We don't have nothing.
Bon même balengo ti programme balengo à la nègre.
Pas gen ba ça encore. Yo retiré l. I remember qu'il est dernière fois m'gade yon bilingual was like what? When I was 16?
They take that shit out of the whole system.
2005.
Yeah.
Imagine un petit monde qui sont à Haïti qui était qu'on a dans l'école que était qu'on a étudié en créole seulement et puis le finit ici à 17 ans qu'on la
La
gueule
gueule.
anglais seulement. Non c'est so petit monde pas mal faire il va faire 2 days on shine. So he's not going to learn anything
it.
the 2 years.
That's it.
So by the time he graduate, he don't know shit. He
Nothing.
didn't learn shit because he
Nothing.
didn't get a chance to.
My point exactly. On a ti moun sa arrêté behind.
Yeah, he's
Never
behind.
catching up, playing catch up.
And now you ouvre in the college. Guess what happened? He graduated
Catch up
alone, now
again.
he owes everything. Now he got to work his whole life.
Playing catch up. Playing catch
So
up.
he's playing catch up. He's not gonna catch up.
That's
That's
pile.
crazy.
Yeah. We need something like that in the community.
I don't think there's anybody you can actually talk to. You actually have to start your own thing.
That's exactly.
There's nobody.
That's
you can talk
what
to.
it
Because the
is.
Haitian community we don't have a leader in our Haitian
No, we
community. In our
don't.
community.
We really
We
don't.
don't have anybody we can actually go talk to and be like, yo, I
Kimo.
think you're doing something in our community. We need to talk to you. This is what our plan. This is what we need to do. I don't think we have that. But again, Yvonne was actually one of the guys that people can actually talk to, but
Madame Tande lanko.
c'est à la Haïti,
La lan politique.
la politique, la
La paye.
faire la Haïti.
Yeah.
La plus bien passé.
Exactement.
Yeah, so we have to become that. We have to be that because if we just here talking about it,
And we're not doing
We're
it.
not doing
What's
it.
the point?
you know, and I'm sure we have so many kids that actually went through. We see no did not phone by concert, right? No did not everything put someone like everybody put someone kid like 21 that they miss in the kids says of your by history. They all have the same history.
My point.
They all have the same line. They just
But-
come here, follow this line, and
I
fucked up.
that's it.
Tombe dans toi.
That's it. And I'm like so saddened by it because I'm like, you know, I used to see him te kon parle avec lui and everything like that. For me to just see, he even have a, even gen barre si yo pa pimpeli en Haiti, c'est chose.
And you know the funny thing is, parano at fault, un pile parano complice parce que un pile ti moun yo, un pile moun le ou fini si yo di kon sa, yo di ti moun yo, you go to school, you go to college.
But mba kapab blame you. Do you know why?
Mhm.
Because moun nan kap ba yo advice la tou.
They don't know no better.
They
No,
don't
no
any
better. So
La- la
parents
parents pa fe
apprend,
experience,
yap,
Experience li fe sal ba ou.
yap.
At the end of the day, parents pa vin nan men magise avou.
That's it.
Nan l'âge juvénile pa kompren ki
That's
sa
it.
you going through. So it's just...
An pi moun nan ki bay advice la doesn't, e pa même bon advice même encore. An pi le fini li même, la di ti moun nan, this is what you need to do, ti moun nan di like, there's a disconnect. Ou pa même konen sa man
Because
exactement.
they never told you anything about your credit. They don't talk to you about your
Ki
credit.
bagay
They
ou
don't talk to you
tan
about your
pale de
life. They
la?
don't talk
Ki
to you about
bagay?
anything.
Ki
The
bagay
shit
la?
you're gonna deal with in life, they never talk to you
Nothing.
about it. Like
Nothing.
the actual life.
Nothing.
Like
Ki bagay, yo m konen sa krele kredi ya même. Se pa el le gran moun isi ap achnon bagay yon pi yo même konen ki sa krele
le abache
kredi.
kay, pa mwen ba non le abache kay.
You're right, le achete, yo konen sa krele kredi ya.
But because it's a whole, it's not even a myth, but like even in high school, même let moun an fèt in high school,
That's what
Ki
I'm saying.
bagay sa wap pale de li la? They
And
ain't about teaching you
what's
about
funny?
credit.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
right.
You know parents nou, te ko parents nou, yo pa se kredi a si li potentiel pou ka, yo pa kon a kredi yo kal pon lon nou koman se kredi nou. Kredi ou si wose fikse kredi ou bwash son kay.
That's it.
Yo pa kon a kredi ou gero al pon lon nou pe l'ekol pou al l'ekol. They don't want that shit, man. Oh,
It's it.
pour
What,
business.
what,
Yeah.
the one thing ki pa même comprendre même is this, right? Okay, wap al paye l'école la pou ti moun nan ale nan collège, right?
Mhm.
You could have already created a business.
Yeah.
Ou pa même bezwen ap fè anyen pou business an. Depi wap paye ti moun nan $200 pou kapap même bali la.
Yeah,
That goes towards a tax break pou ti moun nan l'école.
yeah. And you
Pa gen
know,
moun, nobody teach nobody that.
you know what's
But they
funny?
don't know it, so you can't.
You know what's funny? Everybody's living off living off a job, right? So we making about 1,900 a week. You know, when you go burn bag out cafe professor,
Of course.
for you to actually make that type
Of
of money,
course.
but you're like, nah.
Let's
it's a
stick to
risk.
the. Let's say it is a big risk,
It's a risk. You don't want to take that.
and it's a thing of comfortability as well. Ou gon kote ke garanti l'argent ap soti quand même.
Club business and get that way, but get up to actually do it.
En pile moun gen business plan.
'Cause a lot of
But
times
you don't
see
even,
the-
you don't,
you
the
don't see the money
courage
right
it
away,
takes
though.
pour capable let it thing
It's
go.
like
The
fuck my
problem-
job,
you're
quit
not-
that shit.
Let me do it.
my
The
thing
problem is, it's not even the courage. It's the fact that like you're not gonna see the profit right away.
right away.
You're not gonna see the money coming right away. You be like,
That's
in my head,
the
you're
talk.
You're
That's
looking
the
up
risk.
today.
Exactly.
That's the
a
talk.
It's not even like that's
It
not,
takes
not
a
like,
while to get the
yo,
profit.
that's how the whole system is set up. So
Take
like,
years.
like, cause at the end of the day, you already got bills. You be like, yo, I wake up today, I do this. I'm not making no money, but tomorrow my bills are due. Like Friday, I could have a paycheck.
That's it.
Imagine,
That's it.
Imagine
like-
having a business and your phone cut off.
Yo,
Can't pay your
what am I
phone
gonna
bills.
do? It's like
You know
the
what I'm
whole
saying?
system already created to put fear into you that you gotta go to a 9 to 5 because you already know like every Friday I'm gonna get a paycheck. But if you open a business, you might not get a paycheck Friday, but like
And
2
10
months
years,
later, you might get like so much money
Enough
like
to
that
pay
paycheck
tout
for
bagay.
Friday, like probably like 10 times that paycheck you was gonna get on Friday.
That's
like
true.
that you'll be set for good for life. But like it's
the
like
risk,
but the fact
nobody's
that
taking
you
it.
gotta worry about
You
your
can't.
bills, you gotta take care of your kids gotta eat and everything. It was like it's the fear that put in us with the system. Like we can't
And it's the fear
really
and the
fuck-
fact that are you willing to sacrifice certain things? Gen pile
well,
bagay
that's
ki
where the
pa be
fears comes in.
sacrifice.
That's when the fears comes in because you
Yeah.
don't sacrifice a lot of things though. That's does this whole thing take part of the fear?
That's true.
It's just like
That's true.
Well, we gotta do something.
Well,
We have to.
we do. We really do.
Show.
We really do. Nou
we
pa kapab chita sou sa, monsieur.
Yeah,
We
we
need
like-
to
Oh, we're gonna
find
do
some
that.
people pou nou kapab, you know.
Alright.
Hey guys, se Yolcie, nou nan Bazz PaleCho.
Bazz PaleCho.
Mbezwen pou nou kapab suiv Monsieur Sayo la. And we just had a great
Oh
time.
man.
Mbap jwe avek nou la.
Probably
nou
one of the
bezwen.
best we had.
I had a great time. I had
Probably
a
one of the
great
best.
time with you guys.
That we never had a down. We was up from beginning to. we was just going at it.
Saturday PaleCho.
Yes, it vraiment
It was
vrai.
definitely
This
great.
is the PaleCho.
We had a great show. For real.
This is the PaleCho.
We had a great
I
show.
hope you guys are going up. And
going.
ma pale, même lem te nan live la, tout mde di pou yal cheke nou Bazz
We're not
PaleCho.
gonna go down.
You know, on subscribe, nou bezwen ale nan YouTube.
Yes.
Pou nou ale nan Facebook, like and subscribe. Mba konen ki
You have
kote
a
bouton
YouTube, right?
ya. Huh?
You have a YouTube account, right?
I do. I haven't put it up yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're gonna need that too.
I know. That's what a lot of people say.
You're gonna need that, man.
Hey, you
right.
gotta put it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You
Facebook.
don't know, you gotta put it everywhere.
Are you guys on Instagram as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't do Instagram.
Oh,
to be
Instagram,
honest.
YouTube,
I mean, the
Facebook.
Bazz on that.
Oye, sa map di, Bazz, eske Bazz la
Yeah,
dan?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then,
Me
hey,
personally, I don't
You gotta be
understand
everywhere. You never
Instagram yet.
then, exactly.
You
So,
gotta put your stuff everywhere.
Exactement.
Tout moun de yo a gen preference yo, so you gotta put it everywhere.
Some
kene pot
people go
kote
on
pou yo kap
Instagram.
reach you.
I'm stuck to Facebook.
You need to pay a whole lot of
I understand
attention.
Facebook. I
and-
think Facebook is very much simple.
Because ou la dan lan pil tan.
I think I be liking shit I don't want to like on Instagram. I'm trying to watch a video all of a sudden I'm like,
You more-
I don't want to like that shit. You know, it's cool. Though.
Instagram is a complicated thing. It is now I'm getting into
Facebook
it.
is easy, but
It is. I'm getting, and you know now that Facebook bought Instagram, so they're trying
did?
to, so they're
They
trying
bought
to make it
Instagram.
easier.
Facebook,
And making it
Instagram,
easier.
Snap, they're all owned by one person.
That's it. I think WhatsApp too, right? Yeah, I
I
think
don't know about
what's
WhatsApp, but
partner Facebook Live,
I don't
Mark
know.
Zuckerberg,
yeah,
I
he
don't
owns
know.
all of them.
a lot of them.
If he's still
You
on
know
Facebook,
why
then
they're
yeah.
doing that?
What?
Because it's turning into a monopoly. Pas besoin de compétition.
Yeah, he bought
So you-
everybody out.
He bought everybody.
That's like what Facebook pouco j'aime tomber.
That's why they're suing him. Like certain states.
Monopoly.
This is one of the states that's suing him that like they're not allowing him now when people drop apps, he can't buy apps. himself.
Whatever apps you buy,
Exactly.
It's that
you
shit.
I'm buying that shit.
Yeah, he bought
He
it.
got enough money.
Monopoly is it. Waka pa ba ken kote son
Nobody
pa
can sell
avec.
about all
None.
this shit.
Yep.
None
When you
whatsoever.
have billions, you can actually do that.
That's
Can
it.
you buy Bazz?
Zuckerberg, we're here, okay? Bazz PaleCho.
Buy it.
Faut qu'on basse à avant.
Let's buy that shit. We gonna need that.
Yeah.
Man, yo, we definitely had a great time,
Oh,
man. That
man.
was good. That was good.
You guys made my face hurt. I laughed so
man.
much. Thank you for inviting me.
Likewise, we had a great time. We talk a lot with the relationship.
Yes,
all that.
we
Gotta
have.
thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having me,
No.
guys. I had a great time. I
It
had
was
a
good.
great
It was
time.
good.
Probably check your Yolcie on Facebook live là.
Yolcie
So basically,
Monestime.
si madame ou bal kito,
This is what, if tu veux traiter madame ou bien, this is where you gonna get all the
bal
advice.
kito, Yolcie got the response
If
for
you
you.
feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do in your relationship,
Yolcie got the answer.
you can actually call the pod. Don't try to talk. Don't try to holler. Just if somebody called you asking for advice, would you do it?
I will. I will.
Would you actually be part of that?
Mm?
Would you make yourself available for people to actually do that?
I do, but I would have to hear both sides.
Mm.
I need to honestly hear both sides in order for me to even say something. Because my number one thing is I don't get in people's relationship.
Yes, you got.
Because même si c'est zami mwen, même si c'est best friend mwen, même si c'est frère sè mwen,
Don't get me involved in
pa
that.
gen rentre. Because relasyon ou is different. Mba vle be the third person an pi le fini le relasyon back together.
Yo blame.
Et mwen mèm ki de yo nan be la map gade.
Yo blame.
I lost friends because of that.
Of
Because
course, I
mdi yo mpa rentre nan relationship with this is not my business.
Right, I believe.
Neg wap cheat, that's his business and yours.
Right.
Madame wap cheat, that's her business and yours. Pa rentre m la dan, I'm not gonna get.
I
But
believe.
si pou mba advice, I will give you advice and stuff like that. Mkapab duke. There are I can see where your point is. I can see things, but try to see it from the other person perspective. Paske a lot of time le na pale avek on moun, nou pa tande sa moun nan di.
Because we want you to stop talking so I can talk.
Exactly.
Right.
And then nou pa mèm tande sa moun nan di. Here's what somebody said, an pi lef ni nou vin mette nan tête ou this is what they said. Exactly.
Right.
And then le ou di moun nan, okay, what did I just said? Word for word, what did I just
They
say?
don't know.
Yo pa kapab repete
They
l.
can't.
Because did you hear what the person said? Ou te juste tande moun nan pou kapab repon?
I hear that.
So my thing is communication.
Key.
Tout temps wap communiquer nan relasyon ou, tout temps capable avoid many problems.
Key. Communication. Key, man. Well, thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
That's me, guys.
Give me a
I'm
hug.
just about
guys.
that.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming,
having
man.
me.
Thank you. We had a
Alright.
great time. Bazz.
Souvi nan baz la, ou pa kapab jen fan. Pull up nan baz la, ou pa kapab jen fan. Na bien pase, bom yon kop pou moti klere. Na bien pase,